I finally did it. I actually completed this game. And the one saying that is none other than our hero, because he just cleared a game called Protect the Empire. Our hero is a game streamer who plays the hardest games in the world, games no one has ever been able to finish, and he's the one who completes them. And finally, he has beaten this game on its hell level mode. He's overflowing with happiness because nobody in history has ever cleared that difficulty. While he's celebrating, all the other streamers watching him are shocked and they start sending him donations. I wish someone donated to me like that. Everyone keeps praising him, saying, "You actually completed this game? Then the game's director is definitely going to come talk to you now, right? He has to meet you. You just beat something no one could finish in 10 years. Our hero is staring at the screen, still trying to process that he really did it, and all the praise keeps coming. But then the viewers start complaining, saying they're upset that the Holy Saintess, an A-rank hunter, died in the last episode. She shouldn't have died. Our hero nods and thinks, yeah, she shouldn't have died either, but who cares? My only goal was to complete the game, and I did. Whether someone dies or survives, that doesn't matter. It's just a game. But suddenly he freezes. The character he chose, Lucas, is standing near the boss's dead body. His companions are lying dead behind him. Seeing Lucas alone in that empty battlefield makes our hero unexpectedly sad. He feels strangely lonely even after beating the game. He feels bad for all the characters who died. Just then, a message pops up on his computer. "Hello, I'm Director A, the creator of this game. I've been watching your progress and I want to talk to you." Our hero's eyes widen. Even the viewers go silent in shock. The actual director is contacting him? The director greets him first and expresses his gratitude. "Thank you for completing this game. You've given us hope. We honestly thought no one would ever beat it." Our hero awkwardly says, there's no need to thank me. But then he gets confused. Wait, hope? What do you mean by that? The chat window blinks and then says, "Come to our world. Please save it from a great catastrophe. Since you could complete this game, you can save our world too." Our hero stares at the screen, baffled. What nonsense is this? This has to be a scam. He's pretending to be the director. But before he can think any further, he starts feeling extremely sleepy. He wonders when he even slept last. His eyes grow heavy, and he collapses right there. On his computer screen, a final message appears. "Thank you for playing this game." And then, boom, 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 multiple explosion-like flashes appear, as if showing a battlefield. He slowly opens his eyes. The moment he hears the loud noises around him, he screams. What is happening? What is this noise? It's splitting my head. He looks up and sees a massive fortress breaking apart, large chunks about to fall on him. Terrified, he drops to the ground, shaking. Amid that fear, he hears a strange sound, and a strong smell hits his nose, like gunpowder. A rope is shown tied to a cannon, and the cannon fires with a loud blast, nearly bursting his ears. He panics again. Before he can recover, another cannon fires from his left, making him jump in fear. Calm down. Why are you firing nonstop? What's the rush? He has absolutely no idea where he is or what he's doing here. He sees numerous soldiers fighting someone, yelling, "Stop them! Don't let them climb up! Kill them all!" Our hero watches soldiers attacking and dying everywhere. He mutters, "Is this a war? What am I even doing here?" A soldier runs up to him and says, "Your Highness, are you all right? Your Highness, please say something." Our hero's heart almost explodes from fear. Oh God, is he an enemy? He's going to kill me. He quickly backs away and shouts, "Please don't come near me. Please don't kill me. Just leave me alone." The soldier freezes in terror and immediately drops his sword. Bowing deeply, he says, "Your Highness, please forgive me. Please don't cut my throat. I shouldn't have approached you with the sword. Please spare me." Our hero stares blankly, confused out of his mind. He tells the soldier, just calm down. Please maintain yourself." But suddenly in front of him, a huge magic circle forms in the air. A blast shoots toward him. He barely dodges it and crashes into a wall, getting slightly hurt. When he looks up again, he is horrified. All the nearby soldiers have been burned to ashes. What was that? A bomb? What is happening here? Another soldier shouts, "Monsters incoming! Prepare defenses!" All the soldiers run toward the edge of the fortress, ready to face the monsters. But then, as our hero watches, a massive monster drops an attack directly on the soldier rushing ahead. First, the monster's attack shoots straight into that soldier's back. And the moment it lifts the soldier into the air, the monster bites off his arms. Those severed arms roll across the ground and stop right between our hero's feet, and the soldier's blood splashes across his face. Up until now, our hero wasn't fully terrified, but now, this was real. This was the fear of level 2. Meanwhile, the monster is stabbing its huge arms into the backs of every soldier nearby, one after another, killing them brutally. Watching all this, our hero starts wondering what in the world is hiding behind this wall. But then the monster finally steps out. And it's not just any monster, it's a massive spider. It locks its glowing red eyes onto our hero and lets out a horrifying scream. The scream is so terrifying that our hero's body goes completely numb. He can't move at all. He keeps thinking, move. Come on, move. Why can't I move? Is this a dream or am I hallucinating? If it's a dream, I need to wake up right now. And if it's hallucination, someone please snap me back to reality. How is there such a huge spider here? And just when the spider is about to attack him, its giant claws inches away from our hero's face. Someone suddenly appears and shouts, "Your Highness, are you running from the truth? Let me open your eyes." With a single sword slash, he slices the giant spider into two. Then he asks, "Your Highness, are you all right?" And finally, we see the hero of this game, Lucas. He's the same character our main character used to play as when he cleared the entire game. Seeing him, our hero freezes. Lucas looks at his expression and says, "Your Highness, are you really okay? Did you get hurt? Let me know if you're injured." Our hero stares at him and thinks, "Why does this guy look so familiar?" And then it hits him. This guy looks exactly like Lucas from the game. He blurts out, "Wait, are you Lucas?" Lucas sighs and says, "Lucas? Wow, now I'm convinced you really hit your head. You never remember my name. I've been with you for so long and you've never once said it correctly. But look at you now, saying my full name. That actually makes me really happy." Hearing this, our hero is shocked. Is he really Lucas? And if Lucas is real, does that mean I'm inside the game? He zooms out his vision, looking around the battlefield. Everything is destroyed. Bombs exploding everywhere. Flames burning buildings. Chaos everywhere. He whispers, "Did I really enter the game, protect the Empire? Seriously? Am I that unlucky?" He explains that this is the last game he played before he fainted in the real world, and now he has somehow ended up inside it. But this game is a defense-type game. That means he has to stop endless waves of monsters, hundreds of thousands of them, from attacking the Empire. He's completely trapped. Suddenly, countless spiders start firing poisonous bombs into the palace. The defense lines are shattering. Explosions are everywhere. One attack lands right in front of our hero, and he's frozen, wondering what he's even doing inside this game. Lucas shouts, "Your Highness!" Our hero snaps out of it and says, "What happened, Lucas?" Lucas explains, "Your Highness, please return to reality. These spiders are called black spiders. They're all attacking us right now, and this defense tower, once powerful, is badly damaged. But they never attack at night, and we've got 30 minutes until sunset. We have to hold out until then, no matter what." Hearing this, our hero wonders, why is he protecting me? Why is he calling me Your Highness? Who am I in this world? Night finally arrives and the spiders retreat. Soldiers are helping the wounded. Lucas is covered in blood as he sheathes his sword and says the destruction is finally calming down, but our hero doesn't answer. Lucas asks again, "Your Highness, are you sure you're all right?" Our hero looks around at all the bodies, all of the dead spiders, all the destruction, and then he asks Lucas, "What day is it today?" Lucas replies, "Your Highness, today is the last day of February, the 28th. This is the 649th year of the imperial calendar. And this place is called Crossroads City. This is its defense line." Our hero mutters, "That means tomorrow is March 1st. That's when year 649 begins, right?" Lucas nods. "Yes, Your Highness, you're correct." And that's when everything clicks. This is why everything felt familiar. This is the exact year when the tutorial of this game starts. I spent half a year just clearing that tutorial. What am I even doing here? And if he's calling me Your Highness, that means my name must be Ash. Lucas freezes. Our hero continues, "My name is Ash. I'm a prince of the Everblack family. I hate them, and they hate me. Am I right, Lucas?" Lucas replies, "Yes, Your Highness. You're absolutely correct." Hearing this, our hero falls into despair. Why did I have to become this character? Ash is the most useless character. He dies painfully in the tutorial. Every force he leads ends up wiped out. He couldn't save a single soldier. Even after death, no one remembered him. He's the third prince. Everyone hates him. He's arrogant and worthless. Why did I have to become him? Why this character? We then see him inside a base, staring at a mirror and yelling at his reflection. "You idiot, Ash. Why did you come here? You should have stayed in your city and just ordered people around and relaxed. What are you even doing here, fool? Where have I gotten myself stuck?" Right then, our hero starts explaining the game. He says, "This game is called Defense the Rent World, and I cleared it completely, but it took me a crazy amount of time. It's a classic game with tons of levels, but the one I chose was the Hell level. That's why nobody could ever beat it. The game has a system called the Iron Wall system. It's basically a feature that lets you restart from the exact same spot even if you die. That's why people called it the Iron Wall Hell level, because no one could finish it. But for him, nothing was impossible. He cleared even that. But this tutorial level, Even he could never clear it quickly. It took him a long, long time. Right then, he tries to open his status window. Status window, hurry up and open. And while doing that, he explains the tutorial. He says it was designed so no one could ever beat it. Lucas was the only one who survived this tutorial, and that Lucas used to be him. All of his troops died. Every single one. In this tutorial, countless spiders attack, endless waves. And just beating those spiders alone took Lucas 2.5 years. It took our hero the same amount of time when he played the game. So he thinks, there's no way I can beat this now. Not with Ash's character. But then he reminds himself, no, I need to control myself. I'm a game geek, a complete game freak. I can do anything. Nothing is impossible for me. With all the experiments I've done and everything I've learned, I can figure out something. Maybe. Or maybe not. Damn it, my luck is terrible here. He looks at the status window again. The spiders are level 55. Some are level 60. And the boss monster doesn't even show its level. It's just unknown. He's shocked. How is this even possible? Why are these spiders level 55 and not 1 or 2? There are thousands of them. How am I supposed to kill all of them? And this wall, this defense tower is so weak. What am I supposed to do with just a couple of mana cannons? Those things can't kill all these spiders. What should I do? Then he tries to calm himself. No, calm down, Ash. Think. The game had one system, the iron wall. It saved all my movements. That means if I reached a certain checkpoint and died, I could always come back from the same point. But this isn't a game anymore. This is real life now. If I die here, everything ends. That's why he starts looking for some kind of hope. Someone or something unexpected that could completely change the direction of this tutorial. He spent 6 months clearing this tutorial before. He used all his knowledge, all his strategies. So he believes he can find a way. And suddenly he finds something. Something that could flip the entire tutorial in his favor. Something that could help him clear it quickly. Immediately, he bursts out of his room, kicking the door open. Lucas, where are you? Lucas is already standing there. Yes, Your Highness, what happened? Our hero says, bring my direct reinforcements. Call them here, right now. Lucas is surprised. Your Highness, what are you saying? You've never once called your direct reinforcements. Why do you want them today? Our hero points at Lucas and says, Lucas, I found a way to beat this tutorial. A little while later, we see him sitting inside a cabin. He looks extremely disappointed. Seriously, this is it? These are my direct reinforcements? We see 4 people, including Lucas. One guy looks depressed. A girl is standing there, and another guy is staring at the hero angrily. Our hero recognizes all of them. The first one is Ben. The second is the girl, Lily. And the third, he tries to remember. Oh, right, Damien. Yes, this guy is Damien. But Damien looks extremely sad. He's crying quietly. So, the hero asks, what happened to him? Lily answers, oh, sir, please don't be angry at him. He lost one of his comrades today. One of his companions died. That's why he's sad. The hero thinks, yeah, I already knew. Damien's status bar was always cracked. His powers were unstable from the start. He's a good healer, but even as a main character, he always dies first in the tutorial. Then the hero finally says, all right, let me assign your roles for tomorrow's battle. He starts with Lily. She steps forward. Yes, Your Highness. What will I be doing? He explains. Lily is a mage, specifically a fire mage. She deals extreme damage with her fire magic. She is the main dealer of the group. But then he tells Lily something unexpected. Lily, you'll be the shield. You'll block and deflect all incoming spider attacks. Lily is shocked. But Your Highness, I'm a mage, a damage dealer. How can you assign me the shield position? Then comes Ben's turn. Our hero explains that Ben is a tanker. He jumps into the front lines and blocks all incoming spider attacks while dealing counter damage. A tough frontline fighter. But then the hero assigns Ben an insane role. Ben, you will be the invader. You'll dive straight into the swarm of spiders, confuse them, and take them down from the inside. Ben is horrified. What? You want me to go into the middle of those spiders? Then comes Damien. Damien is a healer, but his main skill only improves when he fights in real combat. So, the hero says, Damien, from now on, you're a damage dealer. You'll be a sniper. You'll go to the front and snipe every spider standing far away. Damien is stunned. What? I'm going to be a sniper? Finally, Lucas's turn arrives, and Lucas already looks nervous, wondering what strange job the hero is going to assign him. Lucas is not assigned as a soldier. Instead, our hero appoints him as the commander. You'll lead all the troops, he says. You'll command the entire army from the front. You'll give the orders, but you will not fight yourself. The moment he says this, the whole place falls silent. Then Kane slams his fist against the wall and shouts, Your Highness, have you lost your mind? Because of your ridiculous orders, so many soldiers have already died, and now you're assigning us roles we aren't even suited for. What's wrong with you? Do you want to get us killed too? Tell us why you're doing this. Hearing this, our hero thinks, that wasn't me, man. That was the old Ash. I didn't do all that. Then he admits to himself, yeah, I know. My strategy is insane, completely nuts, crazy. But with normal tactics, we will never clear this tutorial. That's why we have to go nuts. We have to go crazy. And since I've already made my decision, I can't back out now. Cain is right, but my strategy is still 100% correct. I'm not backing down. Then our hero suddenly switches into serious mode and says, Cain, don't forget I'm the third prince of the Emperor. And not only that, I'm the chief commander of this city. How can you talk to your commander like that? Are you refusing my orders? Everyone freezes. Lucas, Damien, and Lily are shocked and terrified. Cain also trembles as he stammers, No, your highness. That's not what I meant. Our hero lets out a powerful, angry aura and thinks, yeah, Cain. You probably think I'm a psycho. Let me tell you something I really am. I'm crazy enough to do anything to protect you all. If you already think I'm a psycho, then let me show you how much of a psycho I can really be. Immediately, he pulls out a dagger and stabs Lily with it. Lily is shocked. Everyone else is completely horrified. Our hero thinks, good, now you'll approve every decision I make. Lily screams in pain. Then our hero says, the roles I assigned you, you already have the skills to perform them. You don't need to learn anything new. You've already learned it. You just don't remember how to use it. He thinks, everyone thinks I'm crazy, so I have to show them real madness. Only then will they trust that I can clear this tutorial. Cain looks at him and thinks, this guy is a real psycho. How are we supposed to survive with someone like this? He stabbed his own mage when she's one of our strongest fighters. Has he completely lost his mind? But suddenly, the spot where Lily was stabbed bursts into flames. That fire starts healing her. Cain and everyone else stare in shock. Our hero says, this is what I was talking about. Then he explains, the creator of this game hid a secret power inside every character. A hidden clue, a hidden skill. But it only activates after certain conditions are met. And I just activated Lily's power. He turns to Lily and says, Lily, tell me, when you were a child, goblins attacked your village, right? And one of them stabbed you with a knife. Am I right? Lily is stunned. Our hero continues, that injury unlocked your shield. As long as you have mana, any blade attack can't hurt you. That's your hidden power. Then we are shown her flame body, ability, a power that can dodge physical attacks, heal damage, and even protect from internal injuries. Our hero says, no blade in this world can harm you as long as you have even a little mana left. That flame body protects you completely. He thinks, that's why I made her a tank instead of a damage dealer. She can deflect every mana blade coming from those spiders. Their blades are made of mana. Without using Lily's cheat level ability, we will never win this match. He grits his teeth and thinks, whoever created this game and threw me into it, just wait. Let me clear this tutorial first. Then I'll come for you myself and tear your throat out. Just wait. Then he turns to Lily and apologizes. Lily, I'm sorry, I had to use such a drastic method to prove my point and activate your powers. Lily replies, it's all right, your highness, but how do you know all this? He answers, and that's not important right now. Then he turns to Cain. Cain, now it's your turn. Cain panics. Your highness, please don't stab me. Don't do anything to me. Our hero says, Cain, you were born in the slums, right? You grew up in poverty, struggling to feed your large family. You suffered a lot, and after all that hardship, you finally became a knight. Am I right? Cain nods slowly. Yes, your highness. But how do you know that? Our hero continues, that's not important. What matters is that because you grew up like that, you became an expert thief. You stole countless times to survive, and that gave you a powerful skill. We see Cain's hidden ability, Way of the Thief. Using this skill, Cain can hide anywhere. If he feels his life is in danger, he can completely erase his presence. No enemy can detect him. But the skill consumes his health. Our hero asks, Cain, tell me, am I right? Cain stays silent. Our hero says, why aren't you answering? Do I need to experiment on you too and prove that you can hide? Cain immediately shouts, No, your highness, I'll tell you. Everything you said is true. I really do have that skill. I can hide anywhere. Our hero nods. Good. That means you can easily perform the role I assigned you. Finally, it's Damien's turn. Our hero walks toward him and thinks, Damien, you're the most important one, and the skill I'm about to activate for you is the most powerful of all. He tells Damien, Damien, you have incredible eyesight. Because of your sharp vision, you can become a perfect sniper. Isn't that right? And with those same sharp eyes, you witnessed your friend's death up close. Every detail, every second of it. That's why you can't forget it. Am I right? Hearing that, Damien calms down a little. But then he says, do you know, that friend of mine grew up with me in the same orphanage? He was my childhood friend. but he went onto the battlefield in my place, and right in front of me, he lost his life. Do you have any idea how painful that was for me? Why, Your Highness, did you bring us to this battlefield? Are you enjoying this? Or did you have some grand purpose you wanted us to fulfill by sacrificing our lives? Or were we just here for your entertainment? Like, if I'm going to die, let me take all of them with me. Please, give me back my friend. Give him back to me. Bring my friend back. Bring him back right now. Right then, our hero grabs Damien and says, Damien, if you're thinking about killing me, then think about it. If you're angry at me, then stay angry. Think about killing me if you want. But don't forget one thing. Your friend Van died protecting you. So tell me, are you really going to throw his sacrifice away just because some stupid commander sent you onto the battlefield and now you're stuck between life and death? Just because of that? No, Damien. No, you can't do that. You have to kill every single one of these spiders. And after that, go back home alive. Show Van's spirit that you didn't waste his sacrifice. And when you return to the city, I'll give you full allowance to ruin my life as much as you want. I'll give you full responsibility. Do whatever you want to me. Now tell me, Damien, do you want to kill those damn spiders? Damien says yes, I want to kill them all. Then our hero asks, do you want to kill me too? Damien pauses, then says yes, I want to kill you too. Everyone around them is shocked, and our hero replies, now that's what I'm talking about, Damien. Good. First we kill all these spiders, and once you get out of here alive, I'll give you the first chance. If I'm going to die by anyone's hands, it'll be yours, Damien. Hearing this, Lucas shouts, Your Highness, what are you even saying? But our hero says, we're all going to die in tomorrow's battle anyway, so if I survive, I want Damien to have the chance to kill me. So come on, Damien, just listen to your commander one more time. Fight tomorrow. Our hero thinks, if I have to become bait to wake Damien up and make everyone stronger, if I have to face all their hatred, I'll do it. I'll do anything, because if there's even the smallest chance, we'll kill these spiders. Then he says, I'm sorry, because of my mistakes, all your lives and the lives of all the soldiers are in danger. But I know one thing for sure. If this plan I've made works even 100%, then we'll succeed in killing all the spiders, and we have to take that chance. If we pull this off, we'll all make it home alive. So please, just once, trust my plan for tomorrow. Do exactly what I say. Everything will be fine. The next day, we see the soldiers pounding on the drums, shouting, The spiders are coming. Everyone stay alert. The spiders are coming. One soldier asks, Your Highness, is this really the right thing to do? Our hero replies, Yes, just trust me. Then we see a massive swarm of spiders charging toward the defensive fortress. Our hero explains his plan. When my teammates distract these spiders, when they keep them busy and buy me time, I'll find the Spider Queen, and then I'll use the cannon we built to blow her away. But this cannon isn't strong enough to kill the queen normally. That's why I removed its regulator. I found out in the game that removing the regulator makes it insanely powerful. So powerful that even the queen won't be able to withstand it. Now, all I have to do is find her. But how will I find her? She's hiding somewhere invisible to the naked eye. Can I really find her? Of course I can. I'm Ash. Ash the Game Geek. Our hero uses a skill called mapping. The moment he activates it, every creature in the area, every monster appears on his map. Their exact locations show up clearly. Seeing this, our hero thinks, when I looked at my status screen, I was depressed. My strength, mana, agility, all so low. But thank God I at least have this mapping skill. Using this, I can scan everything around me, find every monster, and locate the boss monster. So let's see where the boss is hiding. But then, what? When he looks at the map, he's shocked. Because the Spider Queen is nowhere. She doesn't show up on the map at all. No trace of her, no presence, nothing. Meanwhile, we see Kane getting ready to head out. He starts thinking about everything our hero has said. Up until now, our hero had gathered all the healing potions, all the mana potions, and handed them over to Kane, saying, Look, I collected every single one of these for you. So tell me, can you do this? Can you get in among the enemies and distract them until I find the queen? Kane stands outside, extremely nervous. The scene shifts, and now we see Lily. She's in the underground section, inside a room along the defense line. Our hero had given her strict instructions. As soon as the spiders start coming, get out and use your flame skill to stop them. Any spider that approaches, hit them with your fire. If you take a cut from their blades, fire will erupt from you and burn them all. You have to protect this gate until I finish all the preparations. Meanwhile, Lucas is rallying everyone, shouting, Formations, get ready! The cannons are loaded and ready to fire. The soldiers are in position. Lucas says, we have to hold strong no matter what. We need to buy your highness time to locate the Spider Queen. Lucas glances at our hero and notices he's not looking confident. He looks ready, but really, he's nervous, thinking, no way, I'm not ready for this. Lucas gives the order to fire. The cannons blast toward the approaching spiders. Seeing this, Lucas gives our hero a thumbs up. Our hero feels a little motivated, thinking, I can't give up now. The queen has to be hiding somewhere. And anyway, there's more than one way to clear this tutorial. But to find her, I'll need long-range vision. Focus my eyes further, but I can't do that. Damien can. Our hero asks Damien, hey, Damien, do you see anything far away? Any spider monsters? Damien replies, yeah, I can see some spiders way out there. Our hero presses, do you see anything that looks like the Spider Queen? Damien says, if you mean a spider with a spider body but a human-like head, then yes, I can see one like that. Our hero says, perfect, Damien. Damien adds, but she looks really dangerous. Our hero reassures him, don't worry, the mana cannon we've prepared can take her out in a single shot. He immediately tells the soldiers, quickly, adjust the cannon toward the direction Damien's seeing. Leave the rest to us. Damien will fire it. Then our hero tells Damien, aim quickly. Damien trembles, saying, Your Highness, I don't think I can do this. I've never fired at someone before, let alone with a cannon. How can I kill her? Our hero calms him down. Don't worry, Damien, even if you fail, it's okay. Failing is fine. He thinks to himself, if Damien fails here, I'll take full responsibility, but no matter what, whether we win or lose, I'll never blame him. The commander makes the call. Soldiers just follow it. Responsibility is mine. Now fire. This Spider Queen is the enemy of your friend Van, and she's your enemy too. Damien grows motivated and determined. He says, Van's enemy, I won't let her get away. He activates his skill, the all-seeing eye, placing his hands on the mana cannon trigger. He fires. Our hero shouts, destroy that enemy. The mana cannon goes straight to the exact location of the Spider Queen. Our hero watches and says, wow, you did it. Hit her. Take her down. Damien is slightly shocked but focuses. A powerful blast erupts. Our hero tells a soldier, check carefully. Did it hit? The soldier looks through his telescope. Yes, Your Highness. The attack went right into the middle of the monsters. The Spider Queen must be dead. Wow, you did it, Damien. When did you learn all this? Damien replies, no. This is my first time. I just placed my hands on the trigger and aimed, and everything happened automatically. Our hero thinks, no, Damien, this wasn't automatic. This is your skill, the all-seeing eye, created by the gods, a happy accident. You never miss a shot. Its accuracy is plus 999 level. That's why you hit perfectly. Today you're firing a massive cannon in a real game, and you nailed it. I'm a boss of bosses. No gamer geek bigger than me. Suddenly a soldier shouts, Your Highness, look. Look quickly, something's coming toward us. It's spiders. Your Highness, hurry. Our hero, surprised, grabs the cannon and sees that a swarm of spiders is approaching. The Spider Queen herself is attacking the defense line. Our hero exclaims, wait, that's the Spider Queen. How did she survive? Did she use a shield? And she used her spider children as shields. We see the Spider Queen, fierce and terrifying, leading all the spiders toward the defense line. Our hero feels fear. All the soldiers notice the swarm gathering, heading straight for the front gate. Everyone panics, shouting, what's happening, Your Highness? Why are they all gathering? Our hero mutters to himself, all right, it's time to make a quick decision. Think fast or everyone's dead. Meanwhile, earlier, we see Kane stealthily approaching the Spider Queen to execute his strategy. He only has one potion left, and he's deep in thought, wondering, do I drink it or escape? If I don't, maybe I can survive. But Your Highness, then you won't let me go. What do I do? How am I supposed to take down such a huge queen? I don't understand. Then he hears a massive explosion, the ground trembling beneath him, and he wonders, did the queen die or not? We cut to the scene of the explosion. At first, our hero is overjoyed, but that joy shatters when the queen herself appears, swarming toward all the gates with her spiders. Our hero thinks, wait, why didn't she die? How is this possible? Her level and health shouldn't even be that high. She should be as weak as the normal spiders. She wasn't supposed to be this powerful in the tutorial. Why is she so strong here? Can she even die? I don't know anything about her anymore. When I played the game, I had full info. I could take her down in one shot. Why is this happening in the real game? Can I even kill her, or am I going to die? Then another cannon shot goes off. This is the second cannon shot, striking the army. Our hero panics. A soldier warns, Your Highness, pay attention. We can't fire the cannon much longer. You already removed the barrel and the clutch, so it won't last long. Our hero asks, wait, what does that mean? How many more shots do we have? The soldier replies, we could fire it 5 times, but 2 shots are gone. Only 3 left. If we don't take her down in these 3 shots, it's going to be a big problem. Our hero thinks, 3 shots should be enough. I'll figure out a way to defeat her in 3 shots. Then he looks at Damien. His eyes are turning red, a side effect of using the all-seeing eye. Our hero thinks, I don't know if Damien can handle 3 shots. If his eyes fail, how will he see? He's one of my most important characters. I can't lose him. Can he manage all 3 shots? Our hero realizes Damien can take his time aiming the cannons because the fortress is still intact. As long as the defense line stands, nothing can ruin it. Suddenly, soldiers shout, "Watch out, a demolisher!" A demolisher spider, a massive spider built to destroy everything in its path, charges straight into the defense line. Our hero panics. If that demolisher gets through, our fortress won't stand. He orders, "Attack the demolisher immediately. Don't let it break the defense line." The cannons open fire, but the demolisher is unharmed. It smashes through the wall with a huge explosion, creating a massive breach in the defense line. Our hero thinks, "I can't stop it." Fear overtakes him. Lucas commands everyone, "Grab your weapons. We're going into ground combat. Take down the spiders from the inside." Our hero says, "No. The soldiers above stay where you are. The spiders inside will be handled by those on the ground. Our main focus has to be the queen. We have to take her down. If we do, the rest of the spiders will collapse. Damien, shoot." Damien's eyes flare red from the strain. He feels pain, but aims and fires another powerful shot at the spider queen. It hits with an atomic-level blast, but the queen shields herself using her smaller spiders. The soldiers exclaim, "The attack hit her, but she's still alive. Nothing happened." Meanwhile, Lucas and his swordmen are killing the remaining spiders to protect the fortress. He yells, "We have to defend the fortress. Your Highness is inside." Our hero watches from above, terrified, seeing soldiers dying, spiders advancing. The death counter goes into the negative, -1, -1, hitting him directly. He thinks, "I thought this was a game, virtual, but this feels real. I've been playing like it's a game and didn't care about my soldiers, and now they're dying. I have to do something. If I don't, before the 5th cannon shot, everyone I care about will be dead. What decision do I make in this moment? I don't understand. Someone help me." He shouts in despair, "Hey spiders, your dad's here." We see Cain, the last remaining one, drink his final potion. His energy recovers, his stamina comes back. He shouts, "Everyone pay attention, your dad is standing behind you, come at me." Cain uses his aggro skill, drawing the attention of all the spiders toward him. He runs out of the fortress, hiding behind a rock, using his stealth skill to conceal our hero's presence completely. As Cain hides, our hero yells, "Cain, what have you done? Your stamina isn't fully recovered. You can't use your skills completely." Cain is behind the rock, but his presence slowly becomes revealed. He's counting his final breaths, thinking, "Your Highness, you said you wouldn't let me die. Please, please save me, Your Highness." Then the spiders tear through Cain, ripping each bone of the cannon from him. Another -1 appears over our hero's head, proving that Cain is completely dead. Our hero could hear Cain's body being torn apart from far away, every bone being crushed by the spiders. Even from that distance, he could hear the screams of each of Cain's bones. The soldiers yelled, "Cain gave us a chance! Attack all the spiders now!" Our hero was thinking, "What's happening? Cain died because of me. If I hadn't made that foolish decision, he'd still be alive. One of my most precious people is gone. And it's not just him. Other soldiers under my command are dying too. No, this destruction shouldn't be happening. I took their lives. The spiders didn't. When I played the game, I never cared about anyone's life. I would throw everyone's lives away just to complete the mission. I didn't care about anyone, whether it was picking up items or completing objectives. I'd risk my allies' lives to succeed. But this is real life. People are really dying. I can't watch my people die." He shouted, "Stop! Damn monsters! I won't let you kill my people! Stop!" He was shouting at a demolisher, but he realized that monsters don't listen to yelling. They can't understand him. Then Lucas swung his sword, striking the demolisher straight in the head. The demolisher died instantly. Lucas shouted, "You damn spider, how dare you attack your highness?" Our hero watched and thought, "If we want to stop this, we need to take out all these monsters before they kill us." He started killing as many spiders as he could, then shouted to Damien, "Can you fire the 4th shot?" The soldiers chimed in, "Your Highness, we refilled the explosion barrel. It's ready to fire." Even though blood was running from Damien's eyes, he said, "I'm ready, Your Highness. I can do it." Damien pulled the trigger, sending a massive mana blast directly at the Demon Queen, the Spider Queen, hitting her right in the face. Our hero watched, thinking, "I attacked her, hit the target perfectly." But still, the Spider Queen didn't get hurt. "What is she made of?" The Demon Queen screamed, but a soldier said, "Your Highness, no matter what we try, we can't kill her. We've used up the mana cannon completely. If we fire the 5th shot, the cannon will explode right here, and we'll all die. We can't use it anymore. We need to retreat." Hearing this, our hero sank into despair. He thought, "Do we really stop now? Are these sacrifices enough? I don't want more people dying, but should we really retreat? The defense line is breached, the soldiers are exhausted, the cannon's used, and the master marksman can't even see anymore. What do I do? Is there no hope left?" Then a scout shouted, Your Highness, we're not defeated yet. All the damage we've done to the Spider Queen has affected her. Her body's flesh is falling off slowly and new flesh is growing. She's taking damage. The soldier continued. If we can fire one more shot directly at her, we can definitely take her down. But before he could finish, a spider dropped a mana bomb, causing a massive explosion right in front of our hero. Lucas shouted, Your Highness! Our hero fell to the ground, thinking, if we could have taken one more shot, we could have won. We could have done it, but now, hope is gone. I'm going to die. Just as he closed his eyes, a light appeared before him. A ray of hope. It was Lucas, arriving to save him from all the damage that had hit him, but Lucas himself had been badly injured. Our hero asked, Lucas, are you okay? Lucas coughed up blood and said, Your Highness, are you okay? Our hero replied, You fool, I should be asking you that. What are you doing here? Lucas spat blood and said, You know, Your Highness, 20 years ago you told me something. Do you remember? Our hero thought, How could I remember? I was just a game player in a body. I didn't know anything. Lucas continued, When I was young, you told me to become the strongest king in the world. Or, not the strongest, but an honorable king. And if I protected you, I could become an honorable knight. That's why I'm here today, standing by you. That's why I trust you, Your Highness. Our hero said, Even after all this destruction, you still trust me? Lucas said, Yes, Your Highness, until I die, I will always trust you, no matter what. Then a large stone fell on Lucas, leaving him bleeding and lying on the ground. Our hero sat beside him, thinking, Lucas, hang on. You're the main character of this world. You can't die this easily. He thought to himself, I have to hold on, handle everything, and find that cannon. He found the cannon lying on the ground right beside him, with Damien still unconscious nearby. Our hero thought, good, he's still alive. The gunners are alive too. The cannon might be a little damaged, but it's still usable. Then he looked to his left and saw Lily. She had stopped all the spiders by sticking their steel claws into herself. She said, Your Highness, are you okay? I'm doing the job you gave me perfectly. She was in terrible condition but determined. Our hero ran to her and said, Lily, why are you doing this? You could die. Lily replied, Your Highness, I can't hold them for much longer. That demolisher could break the defense line again any moment. Please do something. Please save the lives we've sacrificed for this country. For you, please. Hearing this, our hero shouted, Gunners, what are you doing? I said, get the mana cannon ready. Load it with gunpowder. We're attacking. The gunners replied, Your Highness, I've already told you. This mana cannon is completely destroyed. We can't use it. If we fire one more shot, it'll explode. If the Demon Queen isn't dead, we'll all die anyway. Why risk it? Until we roll the dice, how do we even know we'll survive? Can you see that Demon Queen to fire at her? Our hero asked, So what's the condition of the cannon? The gunner said, It's in terrible shape. The handle is broken. The base is damaged. Without it, how can we attack? The cannon normally has 2 stands under it, so firing it doesn't put too much pressure on the operator. Our hero said, We'll hold it ourselves. We'll fire it from our shoulders. And don't worry about firing. It's up to Damien to hit the last shot. Just load this 5th round into the cannon quickly and get it ready. Do exactly as I say. The gunner looked shocked and nervous. Our hero thought, I have to do whatever it takes. I don't know much about Damien's all-seeing eye skill, but I know if he attacks, it will hit perfectly. He ran to Damien and asked, Damien, can you fire the 5th shot? Can you attack with it? Damien's eyes were completely destroyed, just barely open, and he looked at our hero in a blurred vision. Damien said, Your Highness, what does all this even mean? No matter what we do, we'll never win. Our hero said, No, Damien. If we fire one more shot, that Spider Queen will definitely die. Damien replied, It's not about that, Your Highness. Even if I fire the cannon and the Queen dies, what will change? We've already lost so many lives. Our allies are dead, and countless others are going to die. Who knows how long these monsters will keep coming back to hunt us? Even if we win this match, even if we win this war, no one will survive for me to care about. Life has no meaning now. We can't do anything. We'll all die today anyway. And honestly, that's for the best. I've had bad luck since I was a kid. I can't do anything. Everything gets taken from me. At that moment, our hero shouted, Damien, do you really think that even if you kill that Spider Queen, nothing will change? That everything will just stay broken, and one by one, all your loved ones will slip away from you? Damien said, Yeah, that's exactly what I think. Our hero yelled at him, Hey, you fool, you know the truth, I know the reality too. This is reality. This isn't some iron wall mode where we can keep saving our progress. This is a real world. If someone dies here, they really die. But how can you speak such an obvious fact in such a hopeless way? You know you can't win here, but you can't give up completely. You've got to stay strong. No matter how many hurdles come, no matter how much despair or hope comes, you've got to carry it all with you. And are you really going to give up? Do you think if you surrender here, the world will stop? No. The world will keep going, because the world itself is bigger than us. You might think otherwise, Damien, but I don't. I'll fight to the very end until I die. And if you really want to see yourself dead here, if you want your life to be over, then here. Our hero pulled out a dagger and handed it to Damien. Here, take this. Cut your own throat and die here if that's what you truly want. Go ahead. Then he threw the sword and said, but if you've got power inside you, come on. Become my trigger. Help me fire the cannon and show the world that neither of us is weaker than anyone. All you have to do is follow my command. Do what I say. You are my trigger. You are my key. You are my resolve. You are my strike. Do it. Whatever you can. Now. Understood? As our hero spoke, an X-level skill activated, a commandership skill that instantly motivated Damien to the max. Our hero said, this is an order from your commander. Blow the head off that monster, Damien. Hearing this, Damien felt his power surge. He got extremely motivated and said, yes, Commander, I'll blast that witch's head off right now. Then a soldier said, we've loaded the last shot, Your Highness, but there's a problem. The cannon is extremely hot. If anyone lifts it and fires, their hands will burn. Our hero said, don't worry, I'll lift the cannon myself. The soldier, shocked, said, Your Highness, you can't. If you lift it and it fires, the heat will be so intense, your shoulder will burn. Our hero said, better my shoulder burns than I die. That's a small price. Then he turned to Damien. Damien, are you ready? Damien said, yes, Commander, I'm ready. I can barely see, and I don't know if I can make this shot, but I'm ready. Commander, ready. Our hero said, okay, fire. As soon as he lifted the cannon and started the firing process, he screamed in pain from the intense heat. You could see our hero holding the cannon fully, fired up and in agony. Seeing this, the soldiers shouted, hurry, help Your Highness, and rushed to assist. Together, they lifted the cannon, getting it ready to fire. This is such an intense moment. Imagine the urgency. Our hero then positioned the cannon, aiming it at the massive destructive spider, and ordered, fire. As soon as he gave the command, Damien pulled the trigger. Then he orders, fire, and as soon as he gives the order, Damien pulls the trigger. The mana generates instantly, and a massive mana blast shoots out with a huge boom. But as our hero watches the shot fire, he thinks, we fired this from the ground, not from a castle. I don't think this shot will even reach the Spider Queen. There are too many spiders in the way, and some of them are huge. They could easily block this shot. Then he focuses on the cannon itself, which is firing. The mana blast ignores every spider in its path. It ignores speed and distance. For this cannon, distance doesn't matter. It's as if it has come alive on its own. Our hero watches as it ignores everything in its way and finally reaches the Spider Queen. The Spider Queen sees the incoming cannon, but this shot is so powerful, so deadly, that nothing can stop it, not even her. The blast hits the Spider Queen directly, and a massive explosion goes off. But at that moment, our hero has already lost consciousness, so he doesn't know the outcome of the fight. He doesn't know if he won or lost. In his dream, we see our hero remembering when he first started this game. After clearing the tutorial, he received a message from an earlier streamer saying, wow, how did you do that? You're amazing. I'll keep following you. Will you continue streaming? Our hero thinks about what his response would be, and he tells the streamer, yes, I will keep going because I survived. Then our hero opens his eyes in the game world and immediately feels pain. Standing in front of him is Lily, saying, Your Highness, please lie down. Your wounds haven't healed yet. She explains that Damien healed him, but the burns were too severe to recover fully, so he needs to rest. Our hero looks at Lily and says, Lily, you survived too. Thank God you're alive. Lily replies, Your Highness, this all happened because of you. That last cannon shot you fired hit the Spider Queen directly, killing her. That caused all the other spiders to lose their command, and the remaining soldiers took out the rest. We survived. We won, Your Highness. We won. The battlefield shows soldiers burning the bodies of all the spiders. Lily explains that they also collected the bodies of fallen allies. She points out that his hands, shoulders, and neck have burn marks, so once they reach Crossroad City, he'll need proper healing at the temple. The scars from the burns, however, won't go away. Our hero says, considering the burns, this is a small price to pay for winning this war. He asks Lily if she was injured, and she explains, Your Highness, I stopped all the spiders from entering. But as my mana was about to run out, a spider struck my back with a blade. My bones broke, and the connection to my lower body was severed. I can't feel my legs. Our hero is shocked, but Lily reassures him, Your Highness, don't worry. I'm lucky to be alive. That's all that matters. Out of all the soldiers, only 9 survived. 5 gunners, you, me, Damien, and Lucas. No one else. Our hero is stunned. Only 9 people survived. He recalls that at the start of the battle, there were at least 200, 300 soldiers. How could only 9 survive? He feels the weight of responsibility. thinking he could have used tactics to change the battle's outcome, but he didn't. Lily consoles him. Your Highness, you're not a god. You saved as many as you could. That's remarkable. Who knew so many monsters would suddenly attack here? You saved this city, even with the odds against us. At that moment, Lucas opens the door and says, Your Highness, you're alive. Seeing you awake is such a relief. Are you hurt? I'll bring Damien here. Our hero replies, Lucas, I'm fine. No need. Then he notices Lucas's injuries. Your body took a lot of damage. How are you walking around? Lucas answers, Your Highness, you don't know. My body is sturdy. Small injuries don't bother me. Our hero thinks, of course, he's an SSR rank character. Actually, he's SSS class. Lucas then shows a list of the fallen soldiers and their families. He explains that while many bodies have been recovered, several are still missing. Our hero says, Take me there. I want to see everything with my own eyes. Lucas protests, Your Highness, your body is too weak. You won't be able to walk. Our hero insists, I have to go. Our hero thinks, Man, I couldn't even see his eyes for 3 days. And I heard he healed everyone, including me. That means even when he couldn't see anything, he was still healing everyone. I really treated this kid too harshly. Then our hero says, Damien, tell me what you want. I'm ready to give you anything. Do you want retirement, wealth, or a deal that you'll never have to come to the battleground again? I can make it happen. Just tell me once. What do you want? Damien thinks for a moment and then says, Your Highness, remember you called me your trigger? I'm your gun. You can use me. I want to know where all these monsters came from, who created them, and who is responsible for Ven's death. Please, Your Highness, keep me with you and use me as your trigger everywhere. I want to be used. Our hero and Lucas are both thrilled. The hero says, Of course I'll use you. We'll take out all these monsters together. But we still need a priest to give peace to the souls of those who died. The scene shifts. The bodies of the fallen are being honored, set on fire to release their spirits. Our hero watches, thinking, I can't imagine a better tactic than this. I'll have to bear the responsibility for those who died. I need to think even smarter for the future so no one else dies. He tells Lucas, Go outside Crossroads City and create a graveyard. Collect the bodies of those we couldn't save and bury them there. Every year, we'll observe February 28th as a memorial festival for them. Lucas nods. Understood, Your Highness. Our hero explains, I'm not making this graveyard just to bury the bodies. It's also my atonement. I repeatedly caused people to die in the game without feeling an ounce of guilt. I reset the game so many times, forcing someone to die over and over. That's why I'm building this graveyard. He continues, I will never fail like this again. I'll always be 100% successful. Then he tells Lucas, it's time to go home. As he starts heading toward Crossroads City, the system window pops up, saying he has cleared the tutorial stage. He checks his inventory and sees he has reached level 5, giving him the opportunity to choose his future job, spearman, knight, swordsman, archer, or a unique job called the Commander. Our hero is amazed. The Commander? That's rare. Even in my modern world life, I thought this was unique. The skill I used to encourage Damien, Double Commander, is connected to this. Is the game telling me to pick this job? He examines the Commander skill. It allows him to command others, enhancing the mental strength of allies within a 100-meter radius, making them stronger under his command. He thinks, this skill is useful, but not for the start of a fight. It's more helpful once people are exhausted. Lucas interrupts, Your Highness, Crossroads City is ahead. That's the castle. Our hero sees the front gate of Crossroads City, a massive city. He explains, when this empire was founded, this was the first and largest castle where the kings lived. The city's defenses were built to stop monsters from the Black Lake. That lake is critical in this story. He continues, when the kings saw the monster threat decreasing, they started exploring the inner area and built the capital inside, leaving Crossroads City on its own. Only the elderly, exiles, or mercenaries who served as a meat shield were sent here. Monsters attack, and their job is to die protecting the capital. I was sent here too, not as an exile, but because I'm the third prince. That's why everyone hated me and sent me to die here. Our hero recalls that the city once had few visitors, but over time, it grew with crowds, shops, banks, and development. Its name was later changed to Monsters Front Fortress City because mercenaries came seeking money. Killing monsters gave mana stones that could be sold for profit, making the city infamous as Deathgrave City. Now, our hero enters the city realizing, from this moment I am both the commander and the ruler here. I can't believe it. Our hero looks around at everyone staring at him intensely. He thinks, sure, these people must be angry. Any king who survives alone while his entire army and people die would naturally make his subjects mad. But I have a plan, so they'll never stay angry. Then he lifts the curtain on the trolley behind him and sees it's filled with full mana stones taken from the giant spiders. He explains, this city is in terrible shape, poor and run down. But once they see these mana stones, everyone's going to be thrilled. These stones come from the high-ranking spiders we killed. Their powers were incredible, which is why we got such high-level mana stones. If I sell them, we could live comfortably for a long time without doing a thing. I know people don't like me much yet, and this fortress is in ruins, but once this money comes in, everyone's going to be happy. People in Crossroads City love gold and wealth. I hope I can win over their hearts. We see the citizens, genuinely happy as they look at the mana stones. Then our hero finally heads toward his home, a grand palace. Lucas opens the gate and says, "Your Highness, we've arrived." Our hero steps out and sees the massive palace in front of him. His own. Is this really my palace? This is incredible. Is this going to be my home from now on? Butler rushes over saying, "My lord, are you all right? It was extremely dangerous where you went. I thought you might not make it back. I was so worried. Are you okay, my lord? Is your delicate body unharmed?" Our hero looks at the man and explains, "This is Eder. He's basically an NPC in the game, managing all the tasks and people in Crossroads City. Think of him as a manager. Maybe he does the same in real life." Eder leads our hero inside. "Your Majesty, I prepared plenty of hot meals for you. I've invited good people for your welcome." Lucas says, "Your Highness, I'll guard you from outside." Our hero replies, "No, Lucas, go rest. Tell the soldiers to rest too." Lucas looks sad, but obeys. Eder starts setting up everything for our hero, who thinks, "I haven't bathed in days because I've been playing this game non-stop. Finally, I'll feel good." He thanks Eder, who seriously responds, "No need to thank me, Your Highness. Or should I say Gamer Geek. You've done incredibly well in the tutorial. Seeing your progress makes me very happy." A calm atmosphere settles. Then our hero, angry, asks, "Are you the one who brought me here?" Eder happily says, "Yes. I watched your progress and saw how you cleared the tutorial in a way I never imagined. That's why I'm telling you my secret. I am the director of this empire. I created this game. I am the god here. My name is Eder." Our hero punches Eder hard in the face. Eder staggers back. The hero thinks, if he's the director and controls all of this, then he's the one who brought me here. Eder says, "Your Highness, Gamer Geek, please calm down. I brought you here without your permission, but this world needs you." Our hero leaps in superhuman style, landing a powerful punch on Eder. Eder raises both hands, saying, "I am Charlie." Our hero commands, "Hands shouldn't be up. Keep them up." "Fine. First, confirm something. Are you really the director who sent me the message and brought me here?" Eder says, "Yes, I brought you here. And yes, I created this world." Our hero asks, "Why did you bring me here?" Eder explains, "This world never reached the ending I wanted, so I keep resetting it, bringing it back to the starting point. I want to see the ending I desire. I am the creator." With a snap of his fingers, multiple other dimensions appear, each with its own Earth. Eder continues, "I turned this world into a game. I created every possible ending I wanted and sent this game into every dimension so people could play it, but no one has ever succeeded in completing it." Our hero says, "So what big deal did I really do? I just finished the game. What do you mean my true ending? I didn't even see your true ending. You wanted this world to end, right?" Eder replies, "No, you finished it. No one else in this entire world has ever completed this game." Our hero is shocked. Then Eder continues, "Look, you completed it, and I saw your true potential. You're the only one who can end this world the way I want it to end. That's why I brought you here." Our hero shouts, "You didn't bring me here. You kidnapped me. You threw me straight into the tutorial without giving me any time to rest. Why did you do that?" Eder says, "Forgive me. There was a bug I didn't know about it, well, which is why you went straight into the tutorial. But calm down. I won't make you do unnecessary tasks. If you clear this world according to my rules and overcome all these difficulties, I'll give you a reward." Our hero asks, "What kind of reward?" Eder says, "A wish. Any wish you want. I am a god, a creator. I can grant you any wish." Our hero thinks, "Wait, is this some kind of Dragon Ball?" Eder continues, "Look, I am a god. I can grant anything. Money, wealth, power, anything." Our hero asks, "Can you give me $10 million? Eder laughs, "10 billion? That's nothing. I can give you trillions, so many that you'll get tired counting them." Our hero thinks, if he can really give me trillions, I won't have to worry about anything, but he's asking me what wish I want. Then he thinks about his past life and realizes the wish he really wants is for his family. He regrets not giving them time and wants to spend time with them now. Eder notices this and says, "Oh, you already have a wish in mind. Don't worry, I can bring your family back to you." Our hero says, "No, leave it. That's the past. I don't want to go back." Eder says, "I know your true desire. You want to reunite with your family. I can help you. I can bring them back to life and give them to you. So, will you play this game?" Our hero asks, "Wait, you're a god, the creator of this world, right? Why don't you just make the ending you want?" Eder says, "I am a god, but even my powers have limits. That's why I brought you here. You'll act as my proxy to clear this game. Our hero asks, wait, if we die in this world, do we really die? Ader says yes. If you die here, you die in reality too. This world only gives one chance, a single coin flip. If you get heads, you're alive. If tails, you can't revive anyone. Once someone dies, they're gone. Our hero realizes, this isn't a normal game. It's actual reality. You can get items, lose items, but life is only given once. Death happens only once. Ader says, so do you really want to play this game? I brought you here forcefully, but I can also send you back. Decide now. You have two options. First, stay and clear this game, and I'll grant you your wish so you can enjoy life. Second, go back to your previous world and live a normal life. Which will it be? Our hero thinks, if I think logically, I should pick the first option. I could go home and live a relaxed life. But two things hold me back. One, I want a wish. I can ask for anything, even a world of my own, and I could become a god. Two, I've already cleared this game on hell mode. I'm confident I can do it again. So he decides, all right, I'll clear this game for you. Ader gets excited and says, you really will clear the game? Our hero says, yes, I'll help you, but remember, if I'm helping you, you have to give 100% in return. Ader says, yes, boss, don't worry. Think of me as your loyal dog. I'll do everything for you. Our hero says, all right, take all the monastones we collected from the monsters and sell them by tomorrow evening. Not a single one should be left. Ader says, but your highness, how is that possible? You know the market only opens in the evening and it's already almost nighttime. Our hero replies, then you'll just have to stay up all night. Make sure it's sold by tomorrow in front of me because I desperately need the money. Got it? And if it's not sold by then, remember, I'll make sure you regret it. Ader gets scared and says, all right, your highness. I'll try my best to sell it by tomorrow. I promise I'll do everything I can. Then he asks, so what will you do with all that money? Our hero answers, I'm going on a gacha hunting trip. Let's go gacha hunting. This time, I'll take 100 rounds together. Scene shifts. Early in the morning, we see the palace, and the butler has already converted all the core stones into gold. Our hero is standing outside of a bar, thinking, it's so early and it's already this noisy. What's all this racket? Lucas says, your highness, let me go inside. I'll handle all the problems first. With that, Lucas delivers a powerful kick to the gate, and immediately our hero and Lucas make their entry. Seeing this, a mercenary inside shouts, hey, how dare you break the door? Do you want to die? Our hero fires back, how dare you speak to me like that? I'm going to be your new boss, your master. Do you have a death wish you want to die by my hands? As our hero steps inside, everyone looks at him, and Lucas in shock, whispering, this is the psycho who wiped out the entire army and came back alive all alone. Yesterday, he collected a ton of mana stones. Our hero walks through the bar, scanning everyone, thinking, all right, let's see which mercenaries I can hire. He then checks the ranks of the mercenaries, knowing that in this whole game world, every mercenary has a predefined rank. The higher the rank, the stronger they are. There's N, R, SR, and SSR. Let's see who I can hire here. Then, he notices an elderly lady standing in front of him. She immediately says, oh, your highness, welcome to this bar where mercenaries are hired. Your highness, we are honored to have you here. Our hero becomes extremely happy the moment he sees this SR rank old lady. He can't believe his luck. He thinks to himself that there is actually an SR rank mercenary in this place. Our hero asks the old lady for her name. The old woman replies politely, saying her name is Jupiter and that she is at his service. Hearing this, our hero immediately recognizes her. He realizes that this is Jupiter, an electric mage. Her power is lightning itself. She controls thunder. He can't believe that he managed to find such an incredible mercenary right at the beginning. But then Jupiter speaks up. She says, your highness, have you come here to hire us as mercenaries? Somehow, I don't think you're here to hire us for a proper war. It feels like you want to use us like goats or sheep, take us to the border of the battlefield and get us killed. She continues, asking if she's wrong. She questions how someone like him, a weak king who sent all his companions to die on the battlefield, expects them to trust him. How can they possibly go with someone like that? Hearing this, our hero calmly responds. He asks them why they are really here. Why are all these mercenaries gathered here in the first place? He says they are all here because they want gold in exchange for their lives. They want to earn as much money as possible. Then he turns directly to Jupiter and says that she isn't a good person either. She pretends to be a soldier, but in reality she's a deserter. He reminds her that the government of Crossroad City, the true rulers, expelled her from the entire army. And he knows why. It was because she took bribes, accepted money from people, and committed corrupt acts. He tells her that she was thrown out for her wrongdoing, and now she's standing here trying to lecture him. He says she has no right to teach anyone here. Every single person present wants money in exchange for risking their life. Then he asks them a simple question. Will they die here in poverty, or will they come with him to fight in the war? He promises to pay them very well. Jupiter responds by asking if he really thinks he can afford her. She tells him that she's extremely expensive and she doubts that he can pay her cost. Our hero asks her to name her price. Jupiter replies that she charges 1 million gold coins for a 1-year contract. Without hesitation, our hero says that he will pay her 2 million gold coins, double the amount she asked for. He sounds completely confident because earlier he sold the spider's mana stones. Thanks to that, he now has an enormous amount of gold, enough to hire the entire mercenary group. He then announces loudly that anyone who wants to become a mercenary and earn good money by risking their life should meet him directly at the border when the next war begins. Whoever shows up will be paid handsomely. The scene shifts. We are shown the Church of Sentences, where a saintess is healing our hero. She carefully heals all of his burn wounds. After finishing, she tells him that while his injuries are healed, some scars will remain, and she cannot remove them completely. Our hero then introduces the saintess, whose name is Margareta. He mentions that in the future, he plans to hire her for his entire team, but that's not why he came today. Placing a bag of gold in front of her, he asks whether the request he made earlier has been fulfilled. Margareta replies yes. All the priests capable of healing that he requested have already arrived, and they are currently free, so they can help him. Our hero then notices Damien as well. Damien seems to be adjusting well to his new environment. It's worth remembering that Damien was once extremely weak and had even been thinking about death. After that, our hero heads toward the place where the fallen soldiers are buried. Graves line the area, and the families of the dead are crying. Our hero gives them their final farewell. He admits that he is not a good king, and that many people probably hate him, but he says he must show them the reality. Then he begins his speech to the crowd. He asks all his people to listen carefully. He says he knows that, as their king, he has caused many deaths, but he makes one thing clear. The war will continue, and more people will die. Hearing this, the crowd panics. At that moment, our hero notices Jupiter in the crowd. She has already joined his mercenary group, along with all the other mercenaries he plans to hire. Our hero continues speaking. He tells them that many of them will die in the war, but he promises that their deaths will not be meaningless. He says their deaths will be worth more than their lives. He vows that he will personally come every week to bury the dead with respect, and for every person who dies, their family will receive full compensation. They will be given a large amount of money, enough to ensure they never have to worry about food, shelter, or survival for the rest of their lives. He asks them to do their best to stay alive, and even if they must die, he asks them to die peacefully, without regret. He assures them that they have nothing to worry about. He then invites them to join him in the war. After that, our hero leaves. The scene shifts again. We are shown a place near the palace, filled with scattered stones. A system window appears, stating that 3 days remain before Stage 1 begins. Then the system asks whether he wants to activate the teleportation gate. Our hero answers yes without hesitation. As soon as he clicks yes, all the scattered stones begin to gather together. They assemble and transform into a teleportation gate right before his eyes. Seeing the gate appear, Lucas is shocked. He asks what this is and how a teleportation gate suddenly opened here. Our hero explains that monsters emerge from the dungeon lake known as Black River and attack the city. He tells Lucas that this teleportation gate leads directly beneath the Black River, straight into the dungeon itself. He explains that this allows them to enter the dungeon directly. Hearing this, Lucas is left completely stunned. Our hero says yes, there's no reason to be surprised. He explains that this teleportation gate is basically a free pass. Using it, they can directly enter the city, located inside the river lake, and find out exactly which monsters are going to attack at this level. Along with that, our hero starts explaining how the game works. He says there are 2 ways to play this game. One is defense and the other is offense. In defense mode, monsters attack you from the outside, and you have to protect yourself by killing them. But when it comes to offense, you can directly use this teleportation gate, enter the dungeon inside the lake, and attack from within. By going inside the dungeon, you can kill a large number of monsters, increase your progress, level yourself up, and gain many other benefits. Our hero explains clearing the tutorial was the biggest obstacle in his entire journey. Now that it's done, he already has strategies prepared for all the upcoming levels. His start in this game has been incredibly smooth. He cleared the tutorial without any help. After that, he obtained an SR rank character, then Damien, who is basically a cheat character. After that, he gained a massive amount of money, and Lucas also came to understand everything about him. He explains that he has already told Lucas everything about how they plan to clear this game and how they're going to enter the teleportation gate. Then our hero asks Lucas if there's anything else he wants to ask about him. Lucas replies that he understands everything and doesn't want to ask anything. Hearing this, our hero is surprised. He wonders if Lucas truly has nothing to ask. A king who used to be arrogant, ignorant, and clueless has suddenly changed so much. Of course, Lucas must have many questions in his heart. Our hero asks Lucas directly if he truly trusts him. He asks whether Lucas will never doubt him again, and if he really has no questions. Lucas responds respectfully. He says that he does want to say something. Hearing that, our hero becomes slightly surprised. Lucas then says that he will always trust him, no matter how he behaves. He promises that he will become his shield, his sword, and his protector. He vows to never break his trust. Hearing this, our hero becomes extremely emotional. He then asks Lucas if he's ready to enter the dungeon through the teleportation gate. Lucas replies confidently that yes, he's ready. At that moment, our hero enters the lake area, but then the system window appears and asks where he wants to go. The first option shown is the lake, because this is where the entire journey begins. Our hero clicks on the lake option. Immediately, he begins teleporting. The system window then informs him that he has entered the lake. Because of this, he can now do two things. First, he can upgrade his level and gain multiple levels. Second, he can obtain gear such as shields, swords, and armor as rewards for clearing dungeons. Alternatively, he can have these items crafted by the blacksmith available there. Seeing all this information, our hero sarcastically asks why the system is giving him so much information now. He asks if it's trying to become a good game all of a sudden. Soon after, our hero and Lucas arrive outside the teleportation gate. In front of them, they see the Black River Lake. This is the entry point. This is the exact place from where all the monsters emerge and attack the defense tower. Our hero explains that this lake is basically a gate to hell. It constantly releases extremely dangerous monsters that keep attacking Crossroads City. Suddenly, Lucas notices something and tells our hero to look. The water starts to move. They see bubbles rising from beneath the surface. Moments later, the Black River splits into two halves. From the ground beneath the lake, countless undead monsters begin to emerge and stand before them. Seeing this, our hero is completely shocked. He recognizes them immediately and says that these are living armors. These monsters are called living armors. Seeing them, our hero feels both shocked and horrified. Lucas asks what kind of monsters these are. Our hero, completely panicked inside, starts thinking about how this game can be so brutally hard. He never imagined that at level 1, he would have to face something like this. If the game had sent dragons, goblins, or any other monsters, it would still have been fine. But why did it have to be living armors? These are among the most dangerous monsters. He knows he cannot defeat them. Then his status window appears, showing exactly what he has to face. It reveals that there are 1,000 level 5 living armors. On top of that, there is a Death Knight whose level is unknown, and he has to defeat that as well. Our hero looks at this and panics. He wonders how he's supposed to fight 1,000 living armors. Lucas asks if he's alright and why he's making such a strange expression. Our hero thinks to himself that he had already said this once at the beginning, but now he has to say it again. He feels completely screwed. He then explains that he reset this game 741 times before finally clearing it. And every single time he saw living armors at stage 1, he would immediately reset the game without thinking and start over. That's because he knew he could never defeat them. The reason is simple. Living armors are exactly what they sound like. They are armor with souls inside them, nothing more. When you usually clear stage 1, you have good equipment, proper machines, and strong gear that make fighting monsters possible. But his current condition is terrible. He has no strong allies, no proper equipment, no machines, and not even a mana gun. He wonders how he's supposed to kill them like this. At that moment, he starts feeling like someone is deliberately plotting against him. Either the game itself is against him, or Ader, his butler, who might as well be a god, is working against him. But then he calms himself down. He still has 3 days left. Surely he can do something within 3 days. Our hero teleports back toward the palace. He tells Lucas that they should return for now. All the monsters start moving toward him, but before they can reach him, he teleports away to the palace. As soon as he arrives, he calls out to Ader, asking where he is. Ader appears and responds respectfully. Our hero asks how many mercenaries and soldiers they have gathered so far. Ader replies that they have gathered a total of 526 soldiers so far, including both mercenaries and regular troops. Hearing this, our hero says, "What? Only this many? I hunted the gacha 100 times and still we only managed to gather 526 soldiers. Did we fail to hire mercenaries?" Ader replies that no sir, all the mercenaries they could bring have already arrived and they have gathered every soldier possible. But many soldiers died during the tutorial phase itself, which is why their numbers are so low. Our hero then orders Ader to go to other cities and bring soldiers from there. He tells him to offer double payment and to hire as many mercenaries as possible. He also gives another command. He tells Eder to send a report to the Empire, stating that their third young master urgently needs help because Crossroads City is under heavy monster attacks. Eder hesitates and asks whether doing this is really the right choice. Our hero explains that this is a serious problem. If they send a letter to the Empire now and the Empire sends reinforcements, it will trigger a special event. When that happens, the game's difficulty will increase drastically, making it far harder to clear. Then our hero gives Eder another order. He tells him to bring every craftsman they have, including blacksmiths and carpenters. He says he has extremely important work for them. Eder replies that if they summon all of them, then the production of mana stones and the creation of items using those stones will completely stop. Our hero responds coldly. He asks what is more important right now, making mana stones or staying alive. He says that mana stones can go to hell. If they die, nothing else will matter. After that, Eder leaves. Our hero thinks to himself that the higher the difficulty of this stage in the entire game becomes, the stronger they must become, and the better they must fight. He then opens his status window. The system asks if he would like to accept a job. Our hero immediately responds yes. He says yes without hesitation. As soon as he accepts the EX level job called Commander, he starts feeling excited. He wonders what kind of job this is, but suddenly his heart starts pounding. A strong sense of fear washes over him. The system window informs him that all his stats will receive a 50% debuff. In other words, his power will be reduced by half. Seeing this, our hero panics and asks what is happening. Then another system window appears, stating that all the equipment he wears and uses will also receive a 50% debuff. Seeing this, our hero becomes furious. He grabs his sword and shouts angrily, demanding to know where Eder is. He curses the game, calling it ridiculous, and swears that he won't let this go. Just as he's about to charge forward with his sword, the system suddenly sends multiple status notifications. It shows that many of his stats have increased. Our hero looks at everything carefully and realizes that he has received a massive number of system buffs. These buffs don't make him personally stronger, but they allow him to greatly strengthen his team members. He can increase their defense, boost their offense, raise their levels, and even remove mental debuffs like fear and panic. He realizes he can do many things to empower his allies. Seeing all these effects, our hero starts feeling better. He says that this job is perfect for him. It feels like it was made specifically for him. He knows all the strategies already, and he doesn't want to fight on the front lines himself. His survival is the most important thing. By buffing his companions and strengthening their power, he can clear all these stages and levels. With that realization, he puts his sword away. A short while later, the scene shifts inside the palace. Our hero looks at the situation in front of him and asks what exactly is going on. He demands an explanation from Eder. Eder replies that he couldn't persuade the blacksmiths to come willingly, so he brought the heads of every department there by force. Our hero asks if this isn't kidnapping. At that moment, the blacksmith shouts angrily, asking if the king has lost his mind. The carpenters and alchemists join in, saying that even though he is the king, he has crossed the line and has no right to tie them up like this. Our hero thinks to himself that they're not wrong. Bringing them here by force wasn't right. Eder shouldn't have done this. But then another thought crosses his mind. How dare they speak to him like this? Enraged, our hero shouts at them, asking how they dare raise their voices at him. He reminds them that he is their highness, the king's son. He says that if the lord of their city and a third prince summons them, they should come crawling on their knees. Instead, they dared to refuse. He threatens them, saying that if they value their lives, they should be careful. He even threatens to shave their heads and have them executed. Hearing this, all the craftsmen panic. The blacksmiths and carpenters beg for forgiveness. They say they have never been slaves to any king. The rulers they served before were normal people, never princes. Our hero thinks to himself sarcastically that this personality of his is actually helping him right now. Sometime later, our hero finishes explaining everything to the craftsmen. Hearing his plan, they are shocked and ask if he's serious or just joking. Our hero replies that he's serious. He promises them 20% of all the mana stones he collects from monsters now and in the future. With that, they will be able to create new equipment, weapons, and supplies. But he adds one condition. Whenever he asks them to use mana stones to create war supplies or weapons, his request must be their top priority. Only after fulfilling his orders can they work on anything else. Then he asks them directly whether they accept the deal or not. Hearing this, complete silence spreads through the room. The blacksmiths begin thinking deeply. Our hero also thinks to himself that they won't be able to refuse. The offer he has made is simply too good. In this world, the most valuable thing is money, gold, silver, wealth. Something no one can truly refuse. And just like everyone else, they will be tempted by it and eventually agree, because money is everything. Moments later, all the blacksmiths, carpenters, alchemists, and mercenaries speak together. They say they agree, that they are ready to work with full dedication and give everything they have. Our hero thinks to himself that money really can make anything happen. Then he looks at the system window and sees that only 48 to 60 hours remain before Stage 1 begins. After that, the scene shifts forward in time. Our hero gathers everyone and speaks inside the palace. He tells them that, as Lucas has already explained, an undead army of 1,000 is marching toward Crossroads City and will arrive within 2 days. They will have to fight them. Inside the hall are Lucas, Damien, Lily, and Jupiter. Looking at their faces, our hero thinks they all look like they believe they're going to die. Lucas speaks up and asks what they should do. He says the undead army looks extremely dangerous. Our hero tells them not to worry. He says he will assign roles to everyone and explain exactly what they need to do. First, he gives Lucas command over a battalion of soldiers. He tells him that they are not very strong yet and lack tactics and strategy, so Lucas must take care of them and lead them properly. Then he turns to Lily and says it's her turn. Lily replies that she's not fit for combat and doesn't think she can be useful. Our hero tells her she's not leaving yet. He says he has an important role for her as well. He assigns Lily to strategy development and supply development. She will develop, repair, and create artifacts. Lily has a hidden attribute that allows her to repair almost anything. She's essentially an engineer. Next, it's Jupiter's turn. Our hero tells her to do what she always does, fight monsters on the battlefield. Jupiter asks if she'll receive a raise if she performs well in battle. Our hero answers that, of course she will. Inside his mind, he thinks that Jupiter is extremely greedy. Whenever gold is involved, she goes completely crazy. She'll do anything for money. That's why she has a hidden attribute related to greed. Hearing his answer, Jupiter confidently says that he'll never be disappointed. The more he pays her, the better she'll perform. She also mentions that she has her own squad. Jupiter commands her own battalion. Then it's Damien's turn. Our hero hands Damien a crossbow. Damien asks what it is. Our hero explains that it was specially made for him because Damien excels at long-range combat. He's their sniper. When Damien removes his glasses, our hero asks why he took them off. Damien replies that he used to wear glasses to suppress his eyesight and weaken its power. But now, he no longer needs them because he's going to the battlefield. Everyone becomes excited. Ader cracks a joke, saying that now the team only has one guy with glasses left, himself. He says this because Damien used to wear glasses too. Hearing that joke, our hero gets annoyed and tells Eder to shut up. The scene shifts to the border of Fortress Crossroad, where repairs are underway. Our hero arrives and asks the blacksmiths and carpenters how much progress they've made and how much of the fortress has been repaired. The blacksmith apologizes and says the condition is worse than expected. They won't be able to fully repair it in time. Hearing this, our hero shouts angrily. He says Crossroads City is literally called a fortress city. That means its walls and defense system should be strong. He demands to know what they've been doing all this time. Ader explains that under the previous ruler, monster attacks had significantly decreased. As a result, mana stone collection dropped and the budget for maintaining the front fortress was reduced. Because of that, proper repairs were never made. Hearing this, our hero thinks to himself that the previous ruler was an idiot. Monsters can attack at any time, yet he reduced the budget. His brain must have been broken. He then gives a strict order. No matter what it costs, the walls must be repaired. Money doesn't matter. They must fix everything. The scene shifts to the carpenter's area. Our hero orders them to build a very tall, very long wooden wall. The carpenters ask what he plans to do with a wooden wall. Our hero says they'll stop the monsters with it. The carpenters think he's lost his mind. They say monsters will easily crush wood and walk right through it. Our hero says it doesn't matter. He orders them to build the biggest, widest, strongest wooden wall possible. He tells them to remember that its purpose is not to stop the monsters, but to achieve something else. The carpenters are completely confused, but our hero tells them to stop asking questions and do exactly as he says. Time passes. Our hero explains that over the next 2 days, many things change. Preparations are completed everywhere. Now, all that remains is the day of the battlefield. Everyone prepares. Lucas, Lily, Damien, and the others. Finally, the moment arrives. A massive battle is about to begin. A soldier stands at the southern fortress wall, looking through a telescope. He suddenly shouts that he can see them. The monsters are coming. He strikes a massive drum, and chaos spreads everywhere. Enormous monsters are approaching in huge numbers. The system window announces that the monster invasion will begin in 30 minutes. Seeing the panic, our hero shouts for everyone to listen carefully. He tells them not to be afraid. They've prepared well. He says the monsters only have numbers, and numbers alone don't mean strength. They can defeat them. But inside his mind, he knows that's a lie. They can't defeat them easily at all. Living armors are the worst monsters to face in Stage 1. Just then, our hero shouts again, telling everyone to look carefully. He says that their army is the strongest army of the Southern Empire and that no one can defeat them. But inside his mind, he knows this is also a lie. In reality, they are nothing more than a group of helpless kids who can be defeated easily. They are nowhere near strong enough to fight these monsters. Still, our hero keeps shouting, saying that they have powerful cannons and that the fortress walls are now so strong that the monsters will not even be able to touch them. Yet again, in his thoughts, he admits the truth. The cannons are almost completely worn out, nearly destroyed, and the fortress was never fully repaired. Even so, our hero yells once more, telling everyone not to worry and to get ready, declaring that they will send the monsters straight to their deaths. Inside his head, he thinks the opposite. He knows they are not the ones who will kill the monsters. Instead, the monsters could easily dig their graves, but no matter what, he has to keep shouting. He has to keep motivating them. He has to make them feel strong. Then our hero announces that today, they will win this battle. He says that tonight, they will sit comfortably in the royal hall and enjoy a grand celebration together. He tells everyone to survive, because tonight, there will be a party. As the monsters continue advancing toward them, our hero suddenly looks up at the sky. Dark clouds are rumbling above. That thunder is Jupiter. She is the mercenary our hero hired, and as he watches her, he thinks to himself that Jupiter alone is equal to half of their entire army. She will have to handle nearly half of the undead monsters by herself. He silently prays that she lives up to his expectations and leads them to victory, because she is their final hope. These monsters are creatures that see nothing else. They do not look left or right. Their only goal is the death of humans. They exist solely to kill humans. And if there are no obstacles in their way and they can clearly see their target, they will charge straight at humans without hesitation. They will go to any extreme to kill them. That instinct is their weakness, and that weakness can be exploited. Using this very flaw, our hero launches his first tactic. He sends Jupiter and her entire squad forward to draw the monsters toward them. Jupiter rides ahead on horseback, deliberately pulling the monsters' attention and luring them closer. But the moment the monsters get close, they fall straight into a massive trap that our hero had prepared in advance. Our hero explains that the most effective way to deal with these monsters is through traps. Since they cannot think and only know how to charge forward to kill humans, they walk straight into danger without realizing it. As soon as the living armor monsters enter the trap, our hero immediately gives the order, "Jupiter, attack." Jupiter responds confidently, telling him that the money he paid her was not wasted. Instantly, she summons her skill, Bleaching Thunder. A powerful bolt of lightning crashes down on all the monsters trapped below, sending a violent shock through their bodies. But our hero realizes that defeating them will not be that easy. The monsters are not killed by the lightning. Instead, electricity flows through them. That is when our hero recognizes it. This is Jupiter's marking. Jupiter's marking allows her lightning to tag monsters so that the next attack hits them directly and with even greater force. Without hesitation, Jupiter announces that the first round is over and that she is now using her second thunder attack. She unleashes Blazing again, striking the monsters once more. This lightning is far more dangerous, its power doubling as it crashes down. Finally, the living armor monsters begin to fall. Seeing this, our hero is completely stunned. He realizes just how incredible Jupiter's abilities truly are. The status window then appears, informing him that 50 to 60 monsters have been defeated. Even so, our hero knows this fight is far from easy. Jupiter's skills are powerful, but the number of monsters is nearly 1,000. 1,000 enemies still remain. As Jupiter looks ahead, she sees even more living armor monsters trampling over the fallen bodies and dropping straight into the trap. Wow. That is when our hero begins thinking about his next plan. He immediately orders Jupiter to retreat. Jupiter tells her squad that it is time to move and that they need to get out immediately. She urges them to run without looking back, and they sprint toward the fortress with the monsters chasing closely behind. The moment they reach the gates, our hero gives another command, "Raise it." At once, massive wooden walls begin to rise. Jupiter narrowly slips through the opening before the walls close behind her. Our hero praises her, telling her that she did an excellent job. He then orders everyone to pull the wooden barriers closer together. As the massive wooden structures shift into place, our hero welcomes the monsters into his trap. The reason behind these wooden walls is simple but brilliant. These monsters only focus on humans. They ignore everything else in their path. Just as they ignore obstacles, they also ignore these towering wooden walls. Since Jupiter ran through the opening, the monsters continue charging forward, focused only on killing humans. As more monsters pour in, the space narrows, forcing them closer and closer together. That area becomes a kill zone. If you fire a single arrow, it can kill one or maybe two monsters. But when monsters are packed tightly together, a single bombardment can wipe out dozens at once. That is what a kill zone truly is. Our hero uses this tactic right here and gives the order, blow them away, attack. Immediately, the massive cannons begin firing. Huge cannons unleash relentless bombardment at a single point. Boom after boom, overwhelming firepower rains down, and since all the monsters are packed tightly together, they start getting wiped out one after another. The battlefield turns into a massive explosion zone. Watching this, our hero says with satisfaction that he has created an extremely deadly kill zone. He mocks the monsters, saying that no matter what they do, they will keep charging straight into it. As the bombardment continues, our hero keeps shouting orders, telling everyone to attack and not let even a single monster escape. Everyone keeps firing, but then Damien asks a serious question. He wonders whether this will really be enough to kill all the monsters, and if this tactic alone can take down 1,000 enemies. Our hero replies that Damien is underestimating them. These monsters are not that weak. He tells them to watch closely and see what they do next. Right after he says this, the monsters form a shield formation. These living armors were once knights who fought in wars, so of course they have tactics to protect themselves. They raise their shields forward, using them to block the bombardment and defend against the cannon fire. Seeing this, our hero mutters that he expected this. These monsters are stubborn, and defeating them was never going to be easy. Then he activates his second plan and orders Lily to start the artifacts. Lily immediately follows the command and tells the soldiers to activate the artifact. As the soldiers do so, a gravity artifact comes online. This artifact has the power to amplify gravity, forcing anything caught within it to be crushed into the ground. The gravitational force slams down on the living armor knights who are holding up their shields to protect the others. As the gravity intensifies, the living armors are forced straight into the ground, unable to move. And if they cannot move, they cannot defend themselves. Seizing this opportunity, our hero gives another command, telling Lucas to activate the ballista. At once, the soldiers fire massive arrows from the ballista. These heavy bolts shoot forward, piercing straight through the shields of the living armors and tearing through their bodies. The living armors that were standing firm to protect the others are completely wiped out. Watching all of this, our hero feels triumphant. He praises his own strategy, thinking about how perfectly everything is working. First, he gathered the monsters into one place and bombarded them. Then, after weakening the shield units with gravity, he finished them off with arrows. He believes victory is now within reach. But just then, a soldier comes running in and urgently reports that some living armor monsters have slipped through the wooden walls. They are heading toward the castle from the southern area. Hearing this, our hero realizes that it really was not going to be that easy. Everything had been going too smoothly. Something was clearly wrong. He immediately orders Jupiter to head south and deal with the monsters there. He tells her not to fight head-on, but to use hit-and-run tactics. Strike, retreat, attack from another side, and repeat. Kill them, but do not let yourself get caught. Jupiter responds that she understands and quickly rides out with her squad. She engages the monsters on the southern right side front line. The monsters launch fierce attacks toward her, but Jupiter uses her lightning to blast them back. Now the left side becomes the problem. Our hero turns his attention there and sees monsters advancing toward the fortress from that direction as well. He immediately gives Damien his orders. Damien, it's your turn. Take control of the left side and show everyone the power of your all-seeing eye. Damien equips the crossbow that our hero personally made for him. Without hesitation, he fires a single shot. The arrow flies straight and strikes a living armor directly in the head, hitting the empty gap inside the armor. The moment the arrow lands, the monster completely collapses, shattering and falling apart on the spot. The soldiers watching from behind are completely stunned. They cannot believe that such a massive monster was killed by a single arrow. Our hero explains that even the strongest monster can be defeated if you strike its weak point. Damien's all-seeing eye allows him to see exactly where those weak points are. He admits that he never understood what kind of cheat code the game had assigned to Damien. Whoever designed that cheat was a genius. Then our hero summarizes the battlefield situation. Damien is holding the left side, Jupiter is dominating the right side, and at the front, the cannons are continuing their bombardment. So far, they have defeated around 500 monsters. The status window confirms it. Approximately 500 monsters have been eliminated. Our hero feels overjoyed. Half the monsters are gone. Only 500 remain, and once the boss appears, they will defeat it as well. But things are never that simple. As our hero thinks this, he notices something strange on the battlefield. The souls of the fallen living armors begin rising from their broken armor, floating up into the sky. These souls start gathering together, forming a massive circle. Seeing this, our hero is completely shocked. This was not supposed to happen like this. Something like this never occurred in the game. Suddenly, a massive monster begins forming in the sky. Our hero stares in disbelief and wonders how the boss monster could appear so soon. He explains that living armors are already incredibly strong, but once they are defeated, the Spirit Knight appears. The Spirit Knight is the true boss of this battle. Normally, it only appears after all 1,000 monsters are killed, when their souls gather together. Sometimes, even in the game, it would appear after 500 kills, but it would just stand there like a statue and not attack until all the monsters were defeated. But this is not a game. This is real life. The moment the boss monster appears, it begins spreading fear throughout the entire army. Seeing this massive monster, all of our soldiers were already terrified. I admit that this monster might not even do anything, but just its appearance alone had completely shattered our soldiers' morale. Because of that, all of our battle tactics were slowly becoming useless. We could clearly see this happening when Jupiter was thrown off her horse. Even her horse had become extremely frightened. The moment it panicked, it tossed Jupiter into the air and she fell hard onto the ground. Falling from a horse like that causes serious injuries. She hit the ground badly, covered in blood. At that moment, the living armors rushed forward, trying to kill Jupiter. Seeing all the monsters charging toward her, Jupiter's companions immediately surrounded her and shouted that they had to protect the mage at all costs. Meanwhile, our hero quickly understood the entire situation. The moment these monsters appeared, all of our soldiers had lost their courage. Lucas was telling our hero that they had to do something, that they should redirect all the ballistas toward the area where Jupiter was being attacked. No matter what, they had to save her. But our hero stopped him and said, "No, Lucas, we can't do that. If we try to save Jupiter right now, the monsters advancing from the front will start pouring in from all sides and they will completely overwhelm us. We have to keep attacking no matter what." Still, our hero realized something terrifying. They were already going to lose. Most of the soldiers were too scared to fight. They had stopped firing the cannons and crossbows, which allowed the monsters to tear down the wooden barricades. Now, the monsters were steadily advancing forward. Our hero ordered Lucas to gather every soldier who still looked steady, the ones who were still standing their ground. He told him to assign them to the abandoned cannons and force continuous fire. Replace the soldiers who ran away out of fear immediately. Lucas replied that he understood and rushed off without wasting a second. We then see Jupiter finally regaining consciousness. Blood was still flowing from her head. She thought to herself how unfair this was, how in her old age she was still being forced to endure things like this, and why she had to suffer through it all. At that moment, a soldier came forward and begged her to get up, telling her they were in serious trouble and needed her help. Around them, Jupiter's companions were desperately fending off monsters, pushing them back, killing them, and protecting her with everything they had. Jupiter stood up and questioned how she could have lost consciousness like that, especially in the middle of a battlefield. A soldier then told her that the rescue team was on the way, and until then, they had to hold their ground. Suddenly, an undead monster charged toward Jupiter. A rookie soldier slashed at the living armor with all his strength, knocking it back, but the monster immediately fixed its head as if nothing had happened. The rookie stared in disbelief, shocked that such a powerful attack hadn't even damaged it. Jupiter shouted at him to look behind him, but before he could react, another living armor thrust a massive spear straight through his body. The rookie froze in shock, wondering how a monster had appeared behind him when they had already cleared that area. Then we see the truth. A monster whose lower body had already been cut off was still moving, driven by a lingering spirit. It was the one that launched the attack. Two more monsters rushed in and brutally killed the rookie as he screamed for help. Jupiter could only watch. Overcome with rage, she tried to activate her thunder powers, but she realized her mana was completely out of control. Because of her injuries, she couldn't stabilize it. Then another rookie, a young girl, was slaughtered mercilessly by the monsters. Seeing this, a shield-bearing rookie panicked, dropped his shield, and ran. A living armor hurled its spear at him, piercing straight through his chest and killing him instantly. Jupiter stood there, powerless, forced to watch every death with her own eyes. Her abilities were completely uncontrollable. All she could smell was blood and the stench of corpses everywhere around her. Finally, she snapped. Furious, she screamed that these monsters had the nerve to kill children. In an instant, she unleashed her thunder strike, incinerating every monster around her. Only one rookie remained alive. Jupiter told him to run while she held the monsters back, but the rookie refused. He said this was actually his best chance of survival. If he ran, a monster would kill him along the way, but if he protected her while she gathered her power, she could wipe them all out and save them both. He said he would protect her and prove that he was stronger than these monsters. Jupiter realized his strategy was brilliant. Instead of trying to kill the monsters, he was using his spear to push them back, creating distance between them and preventing them from attacking. Meanwhile, Damien was supporting them with arrows, slowly taking the monsters down. Jupiter believed that if she could just gather enough power for a single strike, she could save both herself and the boy. But by the time she finished gathering her power, it was already too late. The living armors had pierced the last rookie's body with their spears, killing him instantly. Enraged, Jupiter unleashed a devastating thunderstrike, screaming in fury as every monster was obliterated in a massive explosion. Afterwards, she collapsed in grief, regretting that if she had gathered her power even a little earlier, she might have saved the boy, but she couldn't accept dying there. She had to survive, no matter what. As the rookie lay dying, Jupiter asked him one final question. She asked what the third rule of becoming a mercenary was. With his last breath, the boy answered that you should never accept a job that pays too much money, because those jobs are always the most dangerous. His mother had told him that, and with those words, he died. Jupiter then says, "No, kid, you got that rule wrong. If you choose to become a mercenary in life, and you want fame, fortune, and respect, then you must take every job that pays extremely well, because only then can you become a truly great mercenary." As she says this, Jupiter equips her thunder power into her hands and starts crushing the monsters with punch after punch. She sweeps through them non-stop, wiping out every monster on the spot, but her hand ends up badly damaged. She tells the kid to remember her words, "Where the money is high, that's where you can truly earn big and become a powerful mercenary. But there's one more rule you must always remember. Never fight alongside a mage. Never join a mage's group. Because if you do, all the credit will go to the mage and you'll be left with nothing. And honestly, if you really want to live, you should never become a mercenary in the first place. But the moment you chose that path, your death was already decided." By now, her hands are completely injured and blood is dripping down. She wonders if this is really the end for her. She can't even hold a cigarette anymore. Her hands won't move properly. She wonders if she won't even be able to collect the bonus that Your Highness promised her. Maybe this really is her end. At least now, she's finally seen it. But just as the monsters start closing in on her again, a voice shouts from behind, "Jupiter, duck down." That voice belongs to none other than Lucas, who has arrived to rescue her. The moment he reaches the battlefield, he starts slaughtering the monsters one by one with his sword, wiping out every undead in his path. Seeing Lucas there, Jupiter is completely shocked. How did Lucas get here? The hero had ordered him to gather the soldiers and reinforce the cannons, so how did he end up here? Then we are shown a moment from earlier. The hero was shouting orders, telling soldiers to replace the ones who had fled in fear. Suddenly, he strikes a terrified soldier on the back and yells at him, asking how he could lose his courage so easily and calling him a disgrace to the name of a soldier. At that moment, the hero's skill activates, Immovable Commander. The skill buffs the soldier instantly, and the man suddenly starts shouting that he isn't scared and that he can fight. The hero is stunned and wonders what just happened, almost thinking the man is possessed. Then he checks the description of Immovable Commander and realizes something incredible. The skill doesn't just debuff enemies, it also strengthens the mental resolve of allies, removing their fear completely. That's when he gives Lucas a new order. He tells him to listen carefully. The hero will stabilize the soldiers and eliminate their fear, while Lucas is given a critical mission. He must go and rescue Jupiter immediately. Lucas replies that he understands. Inside, the hero thinks this is the most foolish decision he's ever made in his life. He's sending his strongest warrior into the heart of the battlefield, the very man he should be protecting until the very end, all just to save another ally, but he has no choice. Jupiter is a mage, and she's far too important to lose. Back on the battlefield, the hero continues slapping soldiers on the back repeatedly, activating Immovable Commander over and over, strengthening their mental resolve. The method looks strange, but it works. We return to the present scene, where Lucas uses every weapon at his disposal to wipe out the living dead. After clearing the path, he finally reaches Jupiter. Jupiter is surprised to see him, but Lucas tells her to get on quickly. He pulls her onto his horse and starts riding away at full speed. Seeing this, the living armors immediately throw their spears toward Lucas. The spears fly straight at him, but Lucas turns around mid-ride and slices them apart with a single powerful sword slash, cutting them clean in half. Jupiter watches this in awe and says, "Listen, boy." Lucas asks what it is. Jupiter casually tells him that she has a granddaughter and asks if he'd like to marry her. She even offers to arrange the match herself. Lucas responds coldly, asking if she really has the energy to joke around. He tells her that if she has time, she should focus on recovering her mana instead. Jupiter is stunned and thinks about how cold-hearted Lucas is. Yet when he's in front of Your Highness, Ash, he speaks so gently and respectfully. She then thanks Lucas for saving her. Lucas replies that there's no need to thank him. He only came because of Your Highness's orders. He apologizes, saying that if he had arrived just a little earlier, he might have saved everyone. Jupiter tells him that regret is pointless. He should save that anger because they'll need it to slaughter the monsters ahead. She adds that she can't even remember the last time she was this angry in her entire life. Right now, she is absolutely furious. Our hero tells us that with his skill, I Noble Commander, he boosted the mental strength of all the soldiers. Because of that, everyone returned to their positions and started attacking the canal again. But he forgot one important thing. This is not a game. This is real life. And in real life, things work differently. The massive monster that appeared, the boss monster, released an overwhelming aura of fear. Because of that fear, not only did our soldiers panic, but even the monsters and beasts lost control. As a result, Jupiter was badly injured. He never considered this outcome. On top of that, many rookie soldiers, young and inexperienced, lost their lives. That loss weighed heavily on him. Then there was the bombardment. Because of it, the wooden structures caught fire. Those structures had been holding the monsters back, but he failed to think about that too. Because of all these mistakes, many things went terribly wrong. Now the monsters were attacking the walls directly, and it seemed impossible to stop them. Still, he tells himself that maybe this is for the best. Now he can finally face reality. From now on, every command he gives and every plan he makes will be based on the real world, not on game logic. Because of that shift, they managed to kill a huge number of monsters, at least 750. Only 250 monsters were left now. After that, they would have to face the Spirit Knight, the boss monster. Even now, he believes the entire battle is still in his hands. He believes he can still win. Just then, Jupiter is brought inside the fortress. Lucas has carried her in. He says that he has brought Her Highness Jupiter safely. Seeing her, our hero thinks that they finally succeeded in saving her. Yes, many others died, but at least Jupiter survived. She is a mage, and she will be extremely useful to them. Jupiter is deeply saddened. She thanks the hero for saving her, but she is filled with regret that she could not save her comrades. The hero tells her that none of this is her fault, but Jupiter disagrees. She says the fault is hers. She has years of battle experience, yet she failed to use it and fought like a complete amateur. Because of that, her companions died. She promises that she will make up for her mistake. She will defeat the monster and bring peace to herself. The hero stops her and tells her to rest. There is still a much bigger monster left to defeat, so she needs to recover first. Meanwhile, we are shown countless undead living armors climbing the massive fortress. Cannons are firing and destroying many of them, but then the hero gives an order. Cease fire. All firing must stop. At this distance, continuing to fire the cannons makes no sense. The monsters are too close now, and any more bombardment could damage the fortress itself. Damien, however, keeps shooting non-stop. The hero stops him as well and orders him to rest. Damien refuses, saying there are too many monsters approaching, but the hero insists. Damien will be needed to take down the bigger monster later, so he must conserve his strength. Now the situation has changed. The living armors are extremely close to the fortress. They have started climbing the walls. That means they will soon be on top, and once that happens, the fight will turn into hand-to-hand combat. The hero orders all soldiers to prepare for close combat. As soon as they hear the command, every soldier grabs their weapon and declares that they are ready. The hero explains that until now, the battle was magic versus magic. Monsters were defeated using spells, but the real battle begins now, when the living armors reach the top. Soon, a massive number of living armors finally reach the upper walls. The hero tells the soldiers to prepare for a large-scale attack. As the monsters continue climbing, he suddenly stops them and tells everyone to wait. Not yet. When the living armors climb even higher, the hero finally gives the command. Drop it. Drop it now. At that moment, all the soldiers pour the contents of large drums onto the climbing monsters. The hero explains that after the fortress was damaged in the previous battle, all the rubble and debris were collected and stored in drums on top of the walls. Now, that debris is being dumped directly onto the living armors. As the rubble crashes down, many of the living armors shatter and are crushed beneath it. This gives them a huge advantage. Many monsters fall and die, but the living armors are unbelievably stubborn. Even after being crushed, they continue climbing. Seeing this, the hero is shocked by how relentless they are. He orders the soldiers to use their spears to push the living armors back. The soldiers do exactly that, forcing many of them down, but still, more keep climbing. Their remaining number is around 250, and they refuse to stop. The hero quickly comes up with another plan. He decides to add Jupiter to the main attack team. Using his skill, Party Scenery, he adds Jupiter to the party. We are shown the party setup, where Lily, Lucas, and Damien are already present. As soon as Jupiter is added, a buff activates. All swordsmen and mages receive a 20% power increase. Their morale rises and fear no longer affects them. The hero is stunned. A 20% power boost is incredible. This skill is truly amazing. But then he looks ahead. The living armors have finally reached the top. It is time for hand-to-hand combat. The hero feels extremely nervous. He realizes this is the moment where they must use their own bodies to push the monsters back and throw them off the walls. He doubts himself. Can they really do this? Can they win? As the soldiers' morale begins to drop, Lucas suddenly steps forward. Using his swordsmanship, he starts slashing through the living armors. One by one, he cuts them down and sends them falling off the walls. Lucas tells the soldiers they do not need to fight directly. All they have to do is push the living armors back and send them toward him. He will take care of the rest. Seeing this, the hero feels relieved. As long as Lucas is with them, there is nothing to worry about. And besides, the question is not whether they can win or not. The truth is, they must win, no matter what. Suddenly, the hero gives Lily another command. He tells her to activate her second artifact. Lily immediately activates the artifact called Haste. As a result, the speed of all the soldiers increases dramatically, by 5 levels. Now, they can attack faster than ever before. Seeing this, our hero says to himself that it is time for him to do something as well. Defense totem, magic order, and then offensive totem. With these buffs active, if he gives orders to everyone, both their defense and offense will increase. After that, the hero realizes that he has done everything he possibly can. Now the battlefield is in the hands of Lucas and the soldiers. Lucas and the troops are fighting bravely, but the hero soon notices something troubling. They are slowly losing. The soldiers are human, but the living armors are undead. Even after being destroyed, the living armors keep getting back up. Because of this, the soldiers are being pushed to their limits. The living armors are brutally attacking them. At first, the soldiers fight well, but little by little, their strength begins to fade. A living armor strikes one of the soldiers. The injured soldier shouts for reinforcements. Watching all of this, the hero begins to panic. He desperately tries to think of a solution. He cannot just sacrifice all the soldiers like this. He has to do something to save them. Damien begs to be allowed to fight, but the hero refuses. Damien cannot enter the battlefield yet. He needs to conserve his energy for the boss monster. Jupiter's energy must also be preserved for the same reason. Lucas and Lily are already fighting, but the hero struggles to figure out what else he can do. He silently begs for help, hoping for some kind of miracle. At that moment, we see a large group of monsters approaching Lily's position. Without hesitation, Lily uses her fire magic and launches a powerful attack called Melting. Flames engulf the monsters and they begin to melt and collapse on the spot. Seeing this, the hero shouts in surprise and asks Lily what she just did. Lily replies that he seems to have forgotten that she is also a mage. Her powers are based on fire, so of course she can attack them with flames. The hero praises her and tells her to keep attacking. He says she is doing an amazing job and jokingly promises a 20% salary increase if she keeps it up. Lily immediately refuses and says she does not want a raise. She wants retirement. The hero laughs and tells her retirement is not happening, but he will give her a 20% bonus instead. He urges her to fire another shot using her fire magic. Lily refuses, saying she has already used all of her mana and has nothing left. The hero begs her, saying just one more shot is enough. Then he grabs Lily's wheelchair and starts pushing it across the bridge while shouting for her to fire one more attack. Lily starts crying and begs for retirement, but she still launches another shot. The melting flames rain down on the living armors, burning and melting them violently. The hero asks for another shot, but Lily protests again, saying she has no mana left. The hero insists, telling her that she still has plenty of power. She just does not realize it yet. He explains that the 20% boost from his party scenery skill is already active and the offensive totem adds another 5% power boost. Combined, Lily's power has increased by 25%. With that much power, she can fire as many attacks as she wants. She just does not know it. Using this advantage, the hero pushes Lily to keep attacking, and the living armors are burned down one after another. Lucas continues cutting down monsters with ease, while the soldiers push the living armors back, knocking them off the walls. With Lily's firepower added to the fight, they finally manage to destroy all the living armors. At last, only one remains. As it collapses, its soul rises into the sky. Seeing this, the soldiers fall silent for a moment. Then they erupt with joy, shouting that they did it. They won. The hero immediately shuts them down. He tells them it is not over yet and not to relax. Confused, the soldiers ask what he means. The hero tells them to look behind. Lucas turns around and what they see is terrifying. All the souls of the living armors have gathered in the sky. The shattered bodies, broken armor pieces, shields, weapons, and bones begin to rise and swirl through the air. They fuse together, forming something new. First, a horrifying face takes shape. Then its body forms, followed by its sword. Finally, a massive living armor appears, one as large as the entire fortress itself. The giant living armor crashes down from the sky and slams into the ground. The earth shakes violently. The soldiers tremble as they struggle to understand what just happened. A colossal living armor stands before them. The hero stares at it in disbelief and wonders how this is even possible. He cannot believe that a monster from the first stage could be this dangerous. This makes no sense. Then the true boss reveals itself. The Spirit Knight, the ruler of all the living armors. With its glowing red eyes, it locks its gaze directly onto the hero. The hero's body trembles, but he clenches his fists and forces himself to stay calm. He tells himself there is no reason to be afraid. This is only a stage 1 boss monster and its level is just 25. He can defeat it. He immediately orders all the cannons to fire. Every cannon available unleashes its attack. Not a single shot is allowed to miss. Cannon fire rains down on the boss monster, but it does not slow down even slightly. It keeps advancing toward the fortress. The hero yells for them to keep firing and not let the monster reach the walls. Even then, the Spirit Knight continues moving forward. Realizing something is wrong, the hero tries to understand the situation. The boss monster is not stopping at all. He quickly orders Lily to activate her third artifact. Lily understands instantly and activates the mana amplifier. The hero explains that this artifact can increase one person's mana and magical power by 100%. With that kind of boost, a single decisive attack is guaranteed. The one who will receive this boost is Jupiter. The hero orders Jupiter to unleash a powerful attack on the beast. Jupiter feels the surge of energy and says that she feels young again. She thanks the hero and promises not to let the monster escape. The hero tells her to aim at the beast's chest plate, its core, so that its spirit will be completely destroyed. Jupiter activates her thunder powers and tells the hero to watch closely. She warns him to step back so he does not get caught in the lightning. Stepping forward dramatically, Jupiter summons an enormous bolt of lightning from the sky. With full power, the thunderstrike crashes directly into the Spirit Knight's chest. The Spirit Knight lets out a terrifying scream. The chest plate shatters and explodes outward, leaving a massive opening in its body. Inside that opening, its mana core is clearly visible. Seeing this, our hero says that they can finally see the mana core. He calls out to Damien and tells him that now it is his turn. He orders him to attack with the ballista. We see Damien already in position, gripping the ballista tightly. He declares that he will not let this chance slip away. Gathering all his energy, Damien channels his power into the ballista bolt and fires a decisive final shot. The massive bolt flies straight through the air and strikes the Spirit Knight's mana core directly. The bolt pierces through it completely, going straight through the core. Seeing this, the hero shouts that they finally did it and praises Damien for an excellent shot. But then something unexpected happens. The Spirit Knight does not stop. Instead, it keeps moving forward. The hero is completely shocked. They destroyed its mana core, so how was it still advancing? The Spirit Knight continues forward and raises its weapon, preparing to strike. The hero is stunned. That attack should have been enough. If that sword hits the fortress, everything will be destroyed and no one will survive. The hero urgently tells Jupiter to attack once more. Jupiter replies that she has already marked the monster with electricity, meaning it has become her target. Because of that, her next attack will be twice as powerful. Jupiter already has a 100% power boost, and once her thunder marks a monster, her second attack becomes 200 times stronger. Jupiter challenges the monster, asking how it still dares to swing its sword at His Highness after enduring her attack. She then unleashes an overwhelming thunderstrike, blasting the monster with immense force. The Spirit Knight screams as lightning tears through it. Even so, the sword attack does not stop. The monster had already launched the strike, and the momentum carries it forward toward the fortress. Seeing this, the hero realizes that they are about to lose. At that moment, Lucas shouts for the hero to get out of the way. He rushes forward and pushes the hero aside. The massive sword strike crashes into the fortress. The structure splits apart, collapsing in half. Many soldiers are injured in the impact. Lucas quickly asks the hero if he is all right. The hero groans and complains that his back feels broken. Then he forces himself to look and see what happened to the monster. That is when we see the truth. The monster has already been defeated. Jupiter's thunder attack had killed it before the sword strike landed. The sword had continued forward only because of gravity and momentum. The Spirit Knight finally collapses, breaking apart into ash and fragments. Its massive body crumbles completely. But then, something even more terrifying happens. From within the monster's remains, the souls of the living armors begin to emerge. Those spirits move toward the fortress. The soldiers panic, shouting in fear and asking why the monster is still not dead. The hero explains that this is the Spirit Knight's final struggle. Driven by pure rage, it is trying to take its enemies down with it. Its hatred has taken the form of attacking spirits, but the hero calmly says that he already has a solution. He immediately activates his X-rank skill, Immovable. A powerful energy erupts from him, consuming the attacking spirits on the spot. He declares that they had no right to stand against his Ennoble Commander skill. One by one, every spirit is absorbed and erased. The battlefield is completely cleansed. Seeing this, the soldiers erupt in celebration. They cheer loudly, shouting that His Highness the Prince has defeated the monster. The dark clouds finally clear. Peace returns to the land. The flag of Crossroad City waves proudly in the sky. The soldiers rejoice, shouting that they have won. The hero declares that they have won this time, and that together they will continue to win in the future. He tells them that with everyone's support, they will hunt down every monster one by one and clear every stage. He calls on everyone to stand with him and fight together to protect Crossroad City. He promises that they will never give up. Finally, we see the fortress of Crossroad City standing tall with a sword planted above it. A system window appears, announcing that the Stage 1 clear rewards have been sent to the inventory. The hero checks the results. The MVP of the stage, the one who contributed the most, is Jupiter, rated at 3 stars. That night, a celebration party begins. Everyone prepares to celebrate. The hero raises a glass and says cheers to their victory. Everyone joins in, cheering loudly. The party is in full swing. People are eating, drinking, and laughing. Many soldiers say that they won only because of the prince. Without him, victory would have been impossible. Some notice that the hero is not eating and become worried. They ask why he is not eating and insist that he should eat properly. They remind him that just a few days ago he used to eat heartily. They say they will not allow him to starve himself for their sake. Before he can refuse, everyone starts feeding him non-stop, stuffing him with food. The celebration continues late into the night. Jupiter becomes completely drunk, and Lily, looking exhausted, once again asks the hero for retirement. The hero refuses and says he will give her a raise and a bonus, but no retirement. Damien is also drunk, and happily tells the hero that whenever he is with him, he feels truly happy. The hero wonders who gave Damien alcohol in the first place. Damien excitedly shows him a drink and says it tastes amazing. That is when the hero realizes that Jupiter is responsible. He scolds her, saying Damien is still just a kid. Jupiter argues back, saying Damien is not a child. He is a warrior, just like them. He fought in the war and is their comrade, so it is time for him to grow up. She then invites the hero to drink as well. Everyone gathers around and insists that the hero drink too. They say the party will not be fun unless he joins in. Soon they start forcing drinks into his hands, chanting and cheering as he drinks. The hero becomes completely drunk. Laughing, he declares that tonight they will open every bottle. The celebration continues with non-stop food, drinks, and laughter. Late into the night, the hero says that before going to sleep, he wants to open the rewards he received for clearing Stage 1. He feels that opening them now will make him even happier. He immediately opens all the rewards. Among them, he finds a glove and a full set of equipment. Seeing this set, our hero says, "Wow, this set is SSR rank. That's insanely good. An awesome set like this will be extremely useful for me. I can't believe I got an SSR rank set in Stage 1. He starts trembling with excitement while looking at the set, but then suddenly he throws the gloves away and says, "What is this trash item? How could I possibly get something like this? There are more than 100 SSR rank items, and out of all of them, this is the one I got." Then we are told about this item. It is a gauntlet called Lucky Strike. Its power can range from 1,000 times to even 1,000,000 times stronger. That means a single attack from it can be incredibly destructive. However, this attack works like a roulette. When the roulette spins, if it lands on 777, like a lucky coin, only then does this gauntlet unleash a truly terrifying attack. Otherwise, its strike is basically useless. Our hero thinks to himself that this is just an entertainment item. Back when he used to stream, he would spin roulettes like this all the time. He cannot believe that out of all the SSR items, this is the one he received. He wonders how he is supposed to clear a war with an item like this. He had expected something much better. Then he tries to calm himself down and thinks that he should stay positive. Maybe, just maybe, he might get lucky once and land a hit on someone. But immediately after that, he denies it himself. He says he does not have time to think positively. He is frustrated and curses the game, saying that this stupid game really had to give him this kind of item. The scene then shifts to the next day. Finally, there is a knock at the hero's door. He is suffering from a terrible hangover, completely messed up. Outside, Lucas has been standing guard all night. Lucas himself is also badly hungover. Our hero looks at him and says, "Lucas, why did you need to stand here all night? You could have gone and rested. We were completely drunk last night, yet you still stayed here." At that moment, Eder arrives and greets the hero with a cheerful good morning, saying, "Your Highness, you're awake." Seeing this, our hero thinks to himself why Eder always looks so happy, why he always has a smile on his face. Just looking at him somehow makes the hero feel irritated. Eder then says that he brought honey water for him and asks him to drink it, saying it will help him feel better. Seeing this, both Lucas and the hero feel relieved and happily drink the honey water completely. The scene shifts again, and we are shown the fortress. The massive sword has already split the fortress wall into two halves. Our hero has brought artisans and blacksmiths there to repair the damaged wall. He asks how many days it will take to repair the fortress wall. The artisan replies, "At minimum, Your Highness, it will take 2 weeks. Even if we do our absolute best, it could still take around 14 days. Then we are shown the countdown for the second round. Only 9 days are left. Seeing this, our hero says no, they do not have that much time. The wall must be repaired as quickly as possible. He orders that all remaining soldiers who are still capable of working should be assigned to repairing the fortress. He tells Lucas that starting tomorrow, everyone must be working. Lucas acknowledges the order. Then our hero asks Eder for his report. Eder replies that the soldiers they requested from the neighboring kingdom are on their way. As for the letter they sent to the imperial palace asking for help, it will reach there by tomorrow, and within a few days they should receive a response about whether support will be sent or not. Our hero thinks that they will wait a few more days to see what response comes from the imperial palace. But before that, he has an even more important task. He needs to go to the Black Lake dungeon. He wants to investigate the monsters there and find out what kind of monsters will appear in the next stage. He then orders Eder to take care of everything while he is gone. He tells Lucas to assign his soldiers here as well. He says that when he returns, he wants everything fixed properly and the wall fully repaired. Lucas asks in confusion what he means and where he is going. Our hero replies that he is going to the lake dungeon using teleportation. Hearing this, Lucas is shocked and says they are going to that dungeon so soon. Our hero confirms it and adds that this time they will not just stay near the lake, they will go deeper inside the dungeon to find out exactly what monsters are coming next. The scene shifts to the palace. Our hero has already explained everything to his team, where they're going, when they are going, and what preparations need to be made. Meanwhile, Lily is seen leaving, looking very sad. Our hero apologizes to her, saying he is sorry, but he has no choice. They will have to rely on her help despite her disability. He then orders Eder to prepare food supplies for several days. After that, he instructs him to gather lighters, matches, and anything that can emit light because the dungeon they are heading into is filled with deep darkness. The next day arrives. Everyone is gathered near the teleportation gate. Jupiter asks why they are here. She says he told them they were going on a major mission, but this place does not look like anything special. Our hero tells her to wait a little and that she will understand everything soon. He immediately summons the teleportation gate. A massive gate opens up right in front of them. Seeing this, Jupiter is shocked and says that this is a teleportation skill, something that disappeared from the world 100 or 200 years ago. She asks how he even knows about it. Our hero tells her that it is not important right now. He says they need to go inside. There's a dungeon within, and they need to explore it and uncover the reason why monsters are coming from the lake dungeon, who is sending them, why they are being sent, and how they can predict which monster will attack next. He tells everyone to move inside. A system window appears, asking if he wants to enter the lake dungeon. Our hero answers yes. He immediately chooses the lake areas and moves to enter it. Seeing this, Lucas says, "Your Highness, please stop. There could be danger." Our hero replies, "There's no danger. Let's go inside." And at that moment, everyone enters through teleportation. The system window also speaks up and says it wants to give a tip. As soon as you go inside, you can kill monsters there and level up the power of your heroes. Hearing this, our hero says, "Don't try to teach your father." Then the scene shifts, and we are shown the Black Lake dungeon, where everyone has already arrived. Jupiter reaches there and says, "Wait, isn't this the Black Lake dungeon?" Our hero asks, "Do you know this place?" Jupiter then starts telling the story. She says that when she used to be in the army and was the commander of that area, they found out about this place. After that, the king ordered them to fill the entire lake with soil so that no monsters could come out of it. Many magicians went with her, including earth magicians, and they started filling the lake. But no matter how much soil they poured into it, the lake never filled up. They tried for many days, but it was useless. Eventually, they returned and came to the conclusion that there must be hell itself beneath this lake. After they left, just a few days later, countless monsters started coming out of the lake and began attacking Crossroads City. Because of that, they were forced to abandon Crossroads City and build a new imperial palace right in the middle of the city. From that day until now, monsters have continuously attacked Crossroads City. That's why they never turned back to look at this place again and never came here. Hearing this, our hero says, "Alright, no problem, but today you all will finally face this place, so gather the courage inside you." Then our hero moves forward to enter. The status window asks, "Do you wish to enter the Lake Kingdom?" Our hero says yes. Immediately, the system gives a warning, reminding him that as he already knows, once he enters the Lake Kingdom, he won't be able to come out easily until he reaches a certain point where a teleportation gate exists. Seeing this, our hero thinks, "The system window is trying to scare me, but I won't be scared. I already know what's going to happen. Let's go inside." As soon as our hero says yes, he jumps straight into the water and starts going inside the Black Lake. Along with him, all the other people jump in as well. Finally, they reach the other side of the lake. But the moment they arrive, it's extremely dark. Nothing is visible. Our hero opens his eyes, but everywhere there is only darkness. He says that he can feel many people around him, and the darkness itself feels like it's closing in. They hear many crunching sounds all around. At that moment, Lucas says, "Your Highness, where are you? I can't see anything. Your Highness, are you all right?" Our hero replies, "Don't panic, Lucas. Light your torch immediately." Lucas quickly lights the torch and a little light spreads around. At the same time, Lily uses her fire magic to create flames. But the moment Lily lights the fire, she is shocked by what she sees in front of her and says, "Your Highness, what is this?" Then everyone looks ahead. Jupiter, Damien, and Lucas stare at the scene and say, "Where are we, Your Highness? How is this even possible? What is this thing in front of us?" Our hero calmly says, "Don't panic, Lucas. This is the place from where all the monsters are coming. This is the monster's den. This is the monster's dungeon that we are about to explore. And now we are going to uncover the secret hidden inside it." After entering the lake dungeon, our hero starts thinking about how he is even able to move here and how he can breathe inside this place. He assumes it must be because of the shield that is preventing the water from coming in. At the same time, Lily is extremely scared, wondering what kind of place this really is. Just then, a girl can be seen approaching from the front. Seeing her, everyone is shocked and becomes alert, questioning who she is. Lily immediately starts running, but our hero grabs her and says there's no need to run because this girl is not an enemy. Our hero then thinks to himself that according to the game, as soon as you enter the lake dungeon, an NPC appears who guides you into the Lake Kingdom through a secret route. That is exactly what an NPC is supposed to do. Soon, the NPC comes face to face with our hero and asks, "Who are you people? What are you doing here? Have you come to steal the treasure hidden in the Lake Kingdom? If that's the case, then go back to your world right now, because you will be killed here." Looking at this girl, our hero becomes extremely confused because he does not recognize her at all. He explains that there are more than 100 NPCs living in the Lake Kingdom, and whenever you start playing this part of the game, they appear one by one and guide you along the inner path. But even after his 748th attempt, he has never seen an NPC like her before. Even so, our hero thinks there's no point overthinking it. An NPC is still an NPC, and he will have to work with her. He then tells the NPC that they have come from the upper world into the Lake Kingdom, and their goal is to destroy the source of the monsters. Wherever these monsters are coming from, they plan to completely wipe out that area. In the world they came from, countless monsters are attacking, and their people are suffering because of it. That is why they are here, to end everything once and for all. After hearing this, the NPC tells our hero to turn back. She says they won't be able to do anything. The Lake Kingdom has been sleeping for millions of years, slowly turning into monsters. Does he really think he can wake everything up and save this kingdom from its curse? Millions of soldiers have already lost their lives trying to remove this curse. So how could an ordinary human like him possibly save this place? She warns him to run while he still has the chance, or the darkness here and the terrifying monsters will devour him completely. In response, our hero says that he is the king of Crossroads City. He has always protected Crossroads City and continuously fought and killed monsters. So does she really think this petty darkness can do anything to him? It cannot. That is why he asks her to help him. The massive wall standing in front of him blocks the way, and he does not know how to cross it. He asks her to show him the path and help him go inside. After hearing this, the NPC agrees and says she will show them the way. However, she also says that she will come along and observe his courage to see whether he is just talking nonsense or if he truly is a brave and kind-hearted person. Our hero then asks her what her name is and what they should call her. She replies that she has been here for centuries and has forgotten her own name, so they can call her No Name. After that, our hero starts moving forward with the girl. He explains that they have been wandering around the fortress area of the lake dungeon for almost 20 minutes now, going in circles. At that moment, Lucas says, "Your Highness, this could be a trap. We might get stuck. Please, we should go back." Our hero replies, "No, we're going the right way. Just stay quiet, Lucas." He then jokingly says that Lucas is like a rooster alarm that goes off every 5 minutes, constantly warning that it's a trap, and every 5 minutes he has to explain things to him again. As our hero moves forward, No Name leads him near a sewer and says that they have finally arrived. Seeing this, our hero says it looks like a drain. The NPC replies that yes, it is a drain, but it has completely dried up, so there is nothing to worry about. She tells him to follow this drain, and he will definitely reach the inside of the lake dungeon. Our hero explains that after walking inside the sewer for about 5 minutes, they finally reach a place called the Dried Sewer. This location turns out to be the best possible spot to place a teleportation gate. As soon as they arrive, our hero immediately activates the teleportation gate. A link is created between this place and the upper world. Right away, a status window appears in front of him, showing the location name as Dried Sewer. Seeing this, our hero thinks that now they can finally start their journey deeper inside. At that moment, Lily says, "Your Highness, shouldn't we leave now? We've already explored enough." Our hero stops her and thinks that Lily is talking foolishly. If he wanted to end today's exploration right here, then why would he make so many preparations? They need to go further inside and find out which monsters are going to attack them at stage 2. Just then, No Name warns them. She says that if they want to go further from here, she must warn them that the deeper they go, the darker this place will become. The nightmares will grow stronger and stronger. She asks them to be careful and tells them to take one piece of advice from her. Our hero asks what it is. No Name says, "Never turn off your light, remember that." After saying this, No Name leaves the place. Everyone else is already very scared. Before leaving, No Name wishes our hero good luck and disappears. Then Lucas asks, "Your Highness, if no one lives here and no one is alive, then what was that girl doing here? How was she moving around so freely?" Our hero thinks to himself that even if he wanted to explain it to Lucas, he couldn't, because he honestly doesn't know the truth himself. Then Damien speaks up and says, "Your Highness, you know my eyes can see almost everything, but even I can't see through this darkness. I can't tell what lies beyond it. It feels like this darkness is alive, like it has its own will." Hearing this, our hero also starts thinking and agrees. He remembers that even while playing the game, he never tried too hard to uncover all the secrets of this place. There are so many mysteries hidden here that even he gets confused sometimes. But one thing is certain, they will definitely meet No Name again. Whether as an enemy, a friend, a monster, a boss monster, or an ally, they're bound to meet her again. Our hero then asks Lucas and everyone else if they are ready to continue exploring. After that, he moves forward. The system window explains that this area contains 3 normal rooms. The Dried Sewer serves as a base where monsters live, and there is also a boss monster room that must be cleared through battle. Our hero says that based on their party's capabilities and powers, they can easily clear this dungeon, so he tells everyone to move forward. He leads Lucas and the others inside. On the way, Lucas asks, "Your Highness, how much longer until we reach the inside? How long do we have to keep walking through this sewer?" Our hero replies that this place isn't that deep because the dungeon is divided into sections and boss rooms. As soon as they clear the first room, they will receive an item as a reward. After that, they might even encounter another NPC. One thing is certain though, once they clear this first district, they will reach the next area. Soon, our hero enters the first room. Inside, he sees a huge rat, a sewer rat. Immediately, the status window appears and gives a mission. He's kill the rats. The mission is to kill 14 large sewer rats in order to clear the first room. The view zooms out, and all 14 giant rats can be seen in the area. One thing becomes clear, the stage 2 boss monster might also be a rat. Looking at them, our hero thinks that because these rats exist in large numbers, underestimating them would be a mistake. Still, he believes they can defeat them easily. Our hero orders Lucas to step forward and fight the rats, reminding him to attack from a distance and kill them all. If any rat comes too close, he should push it back. Then he orders Damien, explaining that the rats have very thick skin, so he should aim for their eyes and throats to finish them off quickly. He tells Jupiter and Lily to stay on standby. They should only attack if a rat manages to slip past Lucas and charge toward them. As for himself, our hero says he will just relax and watch. We then see Lucas killing the rats one by one, while Damien fires precise shots. Together, they completely wipe out the rats, and the mages don't even get a chance to act. Afterward, Lucas says, "Your Highness, that was way too easy." Our hero agrees and says, "See, it really was easy. You defeated them all so quickly." Lucas then says, "Your Highness, we've killed 13 rats. Now we should collect their mana stones and sell them to make some good money." Our hero agrees and tells them to collect everything quickly. He even suggests making rat traps so that if more come, they'll get caught. Suddenly, he pauses and says, "Wait a second. What did you say? 13 rats? But there were 14. At that moment, it's revealed that one rat was hiding in the darkness. It suddenly jumps out and attacks our hero. The instant our hero sees the rat charging at him, he panics. Without thinking, he swings his hand at it. As soon as his lucky strike gauntlet makes contact, the roulette activates and the number 121 appears. The punch lands with tremendous force, sending the rat flying straight into the wall, instantly turning it into a bloody mess. Seeing this, our hero is shocked. He can't believe it. The roulette had never crossed 100 before, but today it hit 121. He feels amazed at how incredible his luck is. Lucas, watching this, is completely stunned and asks, "Your Highness, what was that? How did you defeat that rat with a single punch?" Hearing this, our hero starts thinking. If he tells Lucas the whole truth, that they are inside a game world, Lucas would be completely confused. So he realizes he will have to make up a story instead. Our hero says, "What? Something like is sit. Jadana Star says, that was the prince's punch. That's my power." Lucas asks, "The prince's punch? What kind of power is that?" Our hero explains that people who come from royal families have a secret technique, a kind of hidden magic within them. Whenever they are in an emergency, a super attack awakens inside them. They gain temporary superpowers, and that is the power he used to defeat the rat. Hearing this, Lucas looks a little confused. Our hero thinks to himself, "Please believe this nonsense, at least for now." Lucas then says, "Oh wow, Your Highness, your powers are truly amazing." Other than Lucas, no one really believes our hero's explanation. Everyone else looks confused, but seeing the situation, they accept that maybe their hero really does have some special power. After that, our hero enters room number 2. There are no monsters inside. It turns out to be a reward room where he receives the reward for clearing the first room. Looking around, our hero says, "Quick, look around. There must be something here for us." Damien then says, "Your Highness, look, there's something over here." Our hero replies, "Wow, Damien, your all-seeing eyes are incredible. Hurry and check it. There might be treasure there." The moment the word treasure is spoken, Jupiter goes crazy. She has an attribute called Gold Luster, which makes her go wild the instant she senses treasure. She immediately rushes forward, shouting about money, and runs straight to the treasure chest. She starts opening it, but our hero quickly says, "Hey, Jupiter, what are you doing? There could be a trap in there. There might be a monster inside that will eat us the moment you open it. Please don't open it like that." But Jupiter opens the chest anyway. There is no trap at all. It really is a treasure chest. Seeing this, our hero sighs in relief and says, "Thank God." Jupiter then hands the treasure box to our hero and says, "Your Highness, here you go. I brought this for you." At the same time, our hero thinks to himself, "Old lady, I know you hid some gold coins in your pants. I can see it." After that, our hero reaches room number 3. This room is filled with giant rats. The rats from before were smaller, but these ones are much bigger. There are 12 of them. Our hero and Lucas work together and clear the room without much trouble. Finally, they reach room number 4, the boss monster's room. Looking at the room, our hero says, "Everyone hang in there. As soon as we clear this room, we'll be able to return to Crossroads City." He immediately opens the door and steps inside, saying, "Let's see what kind of boss monster is waiting for us." Inside, they see many rat corpses scattered everywhere, releasing a horrible stench. Huge rats lie dead all around. Our hero pinches his nose and says, "This smell, it's the smell of dead rats. Why are they here?" Then they see a massive rat, far larger than the others, eating the smaller rats. The giant rat keeps muttering, "Rats! There are rats everywhere. I must kill them all. I have to protect the Lake Kingdom. I have to keep it clean. Cleanliness is important." Seeing this, Damien says, "How is such a huge rat even able to talk?" The rat hears Damien's voice, turns around immediately and shouts, "What? More rats? Why don't these rats ever end?" At that moment, the status window appears and reveals that this is the boss monster of the room. It has a human name, Phil Angie. It was once the manager of this sewer. Seeing this notification, our hero is completely shocked. He starts wondering how a monster could have a human name and how it could have been the manager of this sewer. Meanwhile, the giant rat boss rushes toward our hero and the others, shouting that it will kill all the rats and keep the sewer clean. It screams that they keep coming here and making it sick, and that it won't spare any of them. And as the rat charges toward them, our hero thinks in panic that he hasn't even given any orders yet. He needs to command someone, anyone, to attack. But before he can say anything, Lily sees the rats and instantly starts firing molten flames at the boss, screaming that she's scared of rats and telling someone to save her. Seeing this, our hero and everyone else are completely shocked. They didn't even need to do anything. The giant rat boss starts dancing in the flames, burning as it screams that the rats are trying to burn it and that it won't forgive them. At that moment, Jupiter activates her lightning power and says, "All right, rat, good night, sweet dreams." She marks the rat as her target, and a massive bolt of lightning crashes down on it. The attack is incredibly powerful. The giant rat is instantly finished, turned into a fried rat on the spot. Seeing this, our hero says in surprise, "That was way too easy." Lily then says, "Your Highness, we should go home now. I'm really scared here." Our hero replies, Lily, why are you scared of everything? Honestly, you're scaring me more than these rats. After that, our hero steps forward, and finally it's time to open the treasure chest of this room. He tells Lucas, Lucas, quickly pick up Jupiter and tie her up so she doesn't come over here. We then see that Lucas actually lifts Jupiter up. Jupiter protests, saying, Sir Lucas, how can you do this? You should respect your elders. Meanwhile, our hero opens the treasure chest and says, let's see what's inside. As soon as he opens it, he finds a sword. This sword once belonged to the sewer manager. It was specially made to kill rats. If you attack a rat using this sword, the damage dealt increases by an extra 5%. The moment he sees it, our hero says, wow, this sword is really amazing. Here, Lucas, you keep it. Compared to the sword I gave you earlier, it may not look like much, but if we ever have to fight rats, this sword will be extremely useful, so keep it safe. Lucas replies, yes, your highness, I understand. Right there, our hero starts searching the treasure chest again, thinking there has to be another reward inside. He wonders what the second reward could be, and soon he finds a summoning scroll. With this scroll, our hero can summon a massive item, a defensive item that will be extremely helpful to him on the battlefield. Then our hero says, all right, we've completed all the treasures here. Let's get out. Hearing this, Lily happily shouts, hooray! At that moment, we see the status window showing out that our hero has cleared all 3 rooms and has now moved forward. Finally, after passing through the tunnel, he reaches a place called the Hidden Alley. This is where our hero arrives. Everything around is silent. It's dark, and there's no one in sight. Seeing this, our hero says, man, this Lake Kingdom is filled with darkness. I know there are extremely dangerous monsters here, but still, the people of this place once had a highly advanced civilization. This was a civilization that completely vanished. No one ever managed to claim it, and no one knows how it disappeared. Even we know very little about it. Just as our hero is about to move forward, the system window displays a warning, telling him that he cannot go any further. Our hero responds, I don't want to go any further anyway. Immediately, a teleportation gate appears in front of him. Our hero says, all right, the exploration is over, we should leave now. He selects the area behind his castle in the Crossroad Kingdom on the status window and instantly teleports there. But the moment he leaves, a viper appears in that place. Let me explain. This viper can control rats. We are shown a huge number of rats, and then this Viper Man appears. He says, forgive me, people of the upper city. What choice do I have? I must protect the Lake Kingdom from all of you. That's why I'm going to attack you. This is the boss monster of the second round, along with his army of rats. Finally, we are shown that our hero's level has increased. Jupiter's level has also gone up. Lily, Damien, and Lucas each gain 1 level as well. The scene then shifts to the area behind our hero's castle, where he has already arrived. He says, all right, everyone, go and rest now. Hearing this, Lily says, wow, your highness, thank you so much. But Jupiter says, no, your highness, we can't rest right now. You've revealed such a huge secret to me, that beneath our just kingdom, there is a massive lake dungeon. How can I possibly rest after knowing this? Tell me one thing, your highness. Is there something else you're not telling me? Hearing this, our hero starts thinking. He says to himself, she's right, Jupiter. I can't tell you everything. I cleared this game, the entire game. But even then, I always wondered where this Lake Kingdom really came from. Today, when I entered the Lake Dungeon, I felt that I need to find out how this dungeon was created and what its true story is. That's why, first of all, I'll uncover its secrets. I'll do everything step by step. Our hero then says to Jupiter, let's do everything step by step. We'll uncover everything one by one. For today, that's enough. Go and rest. Jupiter replies, no, I can't rest yet. I need a drink. And she immediately heads to the pub. Lily follows her, saying she wants to drink too, and both of them leave together. Then Damien says, your highness, I've seen too much darkness today. I'm really scared. I'm going to the church to pray. Maybe my heart will find some peace there. Our hero says, all right, Damien, go ahead. Then our hero turns to Lucas and says, Lucas, let's go. We should head inside the castle too. As they walk together, Lucas asks, your highness, tell me one thing. If we had explored the dungeon a little more, wouldn't we have found out which monster is going to attack our fortress and Crossroad City next? Our hero replies, you idiot. We already figured that out. It's going to be an enormous army of rats. Hearing this, Lucas thinks to himself, an army of rats? Really? Our hero continues, didn't you see? Those rats had already reached the pipelines and sewer lines. That means they can come out of the sewers at any moment, reach the surface, and launch an attack. Those are the monsters we'll have to defeat next. So for now, let's rest and make a strategy on how to defeat those rats. With that, our hero enters the castle. Suddenly, Eder comes running and says, your highness, we have a huge problem. Our hero asks, what happened? Eder replies, we have no reinforcements, your highness. None at all. The other kingdoms we asked for help have refused to send soldiers. Even the Imperial Palace has declined to help us. No one is sending reinforcements, and we are critically short on soldiers. Our hero says calmly, "All right, we'll handle all of that." Just then, Lucas's stomach starts growling. Our hero says, "We'll discuss this later. For now, bring us food." Then the next day's scene appears, where our hero asks, "What's the reason? Why did the Imperial family, the palace, and the other kingdoms refuse to send us reinforcements?" Ader explains that the Imperial family is currently fighting a war against another Western country, Your Highness. Because of this, the Imperial Palace has issued orders to gather all available soldiers from every kingdom and bring them to the battlefield. That's why there are no soldiers left anywhere. Hearing this, our hero starts thinking, what kind of nonsense is this? The Imperial Palace was always at war, even when I played the game. They were constantly fighting, yet they still had plenty of soldiers left. They never summoned this many troops before. What could this mean? Why is the Imperial Palace fighting right now? And why did they suddenly call back all the soldiers exactly when I requested reinforcements? Something definitely feels wrong. Our hero then asks Ader, tell me, how can we get soldiers? There has to be some way. Did you go to the mercenaries? Should we hire more mercenaries? Ader replies, Your Highness, we already hired a large number of mercenaries a few days ago. Because of that, there aren't many mercenaries left available right now, so we can't hire more. As he says this, Ader starts smiling. Our hero is extremely tense, wondering where they're going to get reinforcements from. Then he notices Ader's smile, grabs him by the mouth, and says, I'm under this much pressure and you're smiling? Do you have some kind of method to get reinforcements? A way to hire a large number of people under us? Tell me quickly. Laughing, Ader says, Yes, Your Highness, I do have a way. But if you apply this method, you're going to face a lot of trouble. Think carefully. Our hero replies, Who cares? I don't care at all. Even if my head cracks open, it doesn't matter. All that matters is that we win this war and clear the second stage. So tell me, where can we find a large number of soldiers? Ader then says, We can go to Count Cross, Margaret Cross. We can order his family to join our army. After hearing this, our hero sets out on a journey to meet Count Cross. Let me explain. Count Cross is a Margrave who used to be the Lord of Crossroad City before our hero. He was the defender of this place, the one who stopped and defeated countless monsters here. Not only that, his family has protected this land for centuries. Because he holds the title of Count, he is considered extremely noble. But for some reason, he no longer fights in wars. He built a home somewhere else and now lives there. Our hero prepares for the journey, and Ader and Lucas go with him. Along the way, Ader tells our hero everything about Count Cross. He also explains that Crossroad City was named after the Cross family itself. Hearing this, our hero asks, If that's the case, why isn't he the king here anymore? Why did he give up the throne? Why didn't he remain the master of the fortress? Ader replies, If you want to know the answer, I can tell you, but it would be better if you hear it directly from the Lord of Crossroad City himself. With that, our hero finally arrives in front of the villa where the former Count of Crossroad City lives. Looking at the house, our hero says, Why does this place look so old? Does anyone even live here? The butler, Ader, replies, Of course, Your Highness. Someone definitely lives here. I send rations here every day. Food and supplies are delivered regularly. Just then, an old man comes out holding a bottle of alcohol and shouts, Who's there? Who had the nerve to enter my house without my permission? Ader shouts back, Margrave, sir, it's me, Ader. Ader, do you recognize me? The Count replies, Yes, Ader, you're the one who keeps sending me food, aren't you? Ader says, Yes, that's me. At that moment, our hero looks at Margrave Cross in complete shock and thinks, Is this really the former Lord of Crossroad City? The previous Count? Looking at him, he just feels like a drunk old man. Then Ader introduces our hero, Margrave Cross. This is Ash Everblack, the third son of the Imperial family and the current Lord of Crossroad City, who now holds your former position. He has come to speak with you for a while. Hearing this, our hero immediately bows and says, I am Ash. I respectfully greet you. It's an honor to meet you. Ash thinks to himself, even though he's old, he's still part of the Cross family and a former lord. Surely he won't disrespect a son of the Imperial family and the current Lord of Crossroad City. But then the Lord of the Cross family suddenly says, Get out of here. Our hero is stunned. What did you just say? The Count shouts, Get out. Didn't you hear me? Hearing this, our hero starts thinking, How can he talk to me like this? He may be the former lord, but doesn't he have even a little respect? Why isn't he showing me any respect? I'm the king's son. Angrily, our hero shouts, How dare you speak to me like this? Do you have any idea who I am? I could have your head shaved off right now. The Margrave immediately shouts back, I already told you to get out of here. Don't you understand? I don't want to talk to you. Leave right now or I won't let you go so easily. Enraged, our hero steps forward, thinking, No, today I'll make him understand what it means to be a true lord. He moves forward to say something, but Margrave Cross suddenly grabs his weapon and says, "If you don't leave this place within 1 second and I lose my temper, I'll kill you with this weapon." Hearing this, our hero becomes a little scared and thinks, if you ever come across a crazy person in life, the best thing to do is turn away immediately and leave. That's exactly what our hero does. He turns around and leaves the place right away. But then Lucas gets furious and shouts, "Come on, fight me. I won't let you get away today. Come on and fight." Lucas shouts in anger to saying he will destroy Margrave Cross. As our hero walks away, he starts thinking about Margaret Cross. I've never seen him participate in the game before, but he's still an important character. In this game, there's going to be a girl named Evangel Cross Road. She's an SSR rank character, someone I'll definitely use in the future, and she'll join my team. And this bastard, Margaret Cross, is her father, so no matter what, I have to convince him to come to our side. Otherwise, I'll never be able to recruit his daughter. Our hero then asks Lucas, "Lucas, tell me honestly, do we really need to tempt this man and bring him over to our side? Do you really think he has his own army? How can you be so sure he'll help us in this war?" Eder replies, "No, Your Highness, you're thinking about it the wrong way. This Margrave Cross actually has a very large personal army, and it could be extremely useful to us." Our hero says, "That's what I don't understand. He's so old that he won't even listen to me. How am I supposed to explain things to him? How am I supposed to win him over?" Eder answers, Your Highness, we do have one way." Our hero asks, "What way?" Eder says, "Tell me, what do you think a drunkard likes the most?" At that moment, our hero understands immediately what he means. He thinks to himself, "Man, I'm really trying to be a good person in this game world, but these developers keep throwing new tasks at me that never lets me stay good." The scene then shifts to the next day. Our hero goes to Margrave Cross's house and starts shouting from outside. "Margrave Cross, are you inside? Please come out. I have something to show you." Margrave Cross comes out and yells, "Who is it? Who's shouting out here?" Then he sees our hero standing there and shouts, "Bastard, what are you doing here? Didn't I tell you that if you came back, I wouldn't leave you alive?" Our hero says, "Just 1 second, please listen to me. Look, I brought something for you." The Margrave replies, "What did you bring for me?" Our hero says, "Look, it's your favorite thing. Tell me, there's going to be a party today, right?" What our hero brought was bottle after bottle of alcohol, along with all kinds of snacks to go with the drinks. He had filled an entire trolley with it. You might wonder where our hero got so many bottles from. He explains that Ash's original body was a heavy drinker and a top-tier womanizer. He spent his time enjoying himself with women, and because of that, he had collected a massive stash of alcohol. That's why our hero was able to bring all those bottles today, to give them to Margrave Cross and spend some time with him. Our hero says, "So, Margrave Cross, this is your favorite, right? You want this, don't you? Tell me, should I come inside or not?" Margrave Cross immediately says, "Of course, come inside. Let's go in." Saliva is practically dripping from Margaret Cross's mouth as he says this. The scene shifts inside the villa. As soon as our hero steps in, he says, "What is this smell? This is worse than a toilet." The entire room reeks of alcohol. Not just a little, but so much that the whole place is soaked in the stench. Margaret Cross brings 2 glasses and sets them down. Seeing this, our hero says, "These glasses are surprisingly clean." Margaret Cross replies, "The house might be filthy, but I always keep my glasses clean. That's just a drunkard's habit." Then the 2 of them start drinking. A bottle is opened. Its name is Peacemaker, the most expensive liquor in the entire country. Seeing this, Margaret Cross says, "Wow, this is Peacemaker. Incredible. This is going to be fun to drink." Our hero thinks, "Yeah, it'll be fun, because it's insanely expensive. Old man, if you don't do what I came here for today, I won't let you off." Margaret Cross keeps drinking non-stop, 1 glass after another. Taking advantage of the moment, our hero says, "Margaret Cross, I actually came here to talk to you about something." Margaret Cross replies, "Whatever you want to say, shut up. I don't want to hear it. You came here to sit and drink with me, so drink quietly and leave afterward. Got it?" Our hero says, "At least hear me out. And hey, you didn't bring any snacks with this." The old man thinks for a moment and says, You've got a point." He immediately brings out something to eat, dry fruits. Seeing them, our hero says, What is this? Dry fruits. Where did you get these from?" Margaret Cross replies, "I grew these myself in my garden, with my own hands. I water those trees every single day just for these dry fruits. Got it? So eat them and enjoy." As soon as our hero eats one, he immediately spits it out and says, "What is this? It's insanely bitter." Margaret Cross shouts, "How dare you insult the dry fruits grown in my house? Do you know how much effort I put into growing them?" But when Margaret Cross eats one himself, he also spits it out. Our hero says, "See, I told you they were bitter." Margaret Cross replies, "Yeah, they're extremely bitter. I can't believe it. The plants I raised every day by watering them produced fruits this bitter." Our hero asks, "How is that even possible? This is such good farmland. How can the fruits be this bitter?" At that point, Margrave Cross begins telling the story of Crossroad. He says, Crossroad was built in a place rich with high-quality mines, gold mines, and oil fields that produced massive amounts of oil. After that, this land was also perfect for farming and cultivation. There used to be thousands of trees here. But do you know when everything started to change? When the monsters began attacking this place. They didn't just destroy the land. When they died, and their mana touched the ground, that corrupted mana seeped into the soil. Because of that, the entire land of Crossroad became cursed. The fruits and flowers here began to die. Every fruit turned sour and bitter. That's why the fruits you're eating today are bitter too. Hearing this, our hero asks, if the fruits here are so bitter, then why are you still maintaining these farmlands? Why are you still farming here? It doesn't make any sense. Hearing this, Cross says, you know, every drowning person has one last hope. This farmland is my last hope. It's the only thing keeping me alive. Then he adds, enough of this nonsense. You've already made me listen to all this, and now I'm not even getting a proper hangover. Get out of here. I don't want to drink with you anymore. Our hero shouts back, no, Margrave Cross, I'm not leaving until I say what I came here to say. You know why I'm here. The Margrave replies, I don't care why you're here. Just get lost. I don't want to hear anything you have to say. Our hero forcefully continues, listen to me. You have to listen. You know the monsters you once drove away are coming back. Just a few days ago, we killed and repelled thousands of living undead monsters. But a massive sword has already pierced one of our forts, and now it can't be repaired properly. That's why we desperately need a large army, and I've heard you have an entire battalion. Please, help us. The Margrave says, you heard wrong. I don't have any army. Our hero responds, don't lie. I already know everything about you. You still have your special unit, the ones who became your friends. The Margrave says, yes, I trained my friends for war. But once I retired, they retired too. They're no longer soldiers. They're just old men now. Ever since I lowered my shield, no one has been willing to fight anymore. Our hero says, no, we can still fight. Please, help us. Margaret Cross then says his final words to our hero. Listen carefully. Why do you want to save this place so badly? This land isn't worth saving. Crossroad City isn't worth saving. There's nothing here worth protecting. You'll lose everything. Remember my words. Our hero starts thinking, at one time, he was the hero of Crossroad. So why is he saying things like this now? What happened to him? Cross continues, you should leave this place. This land is cursed. If you stay here too long and try too hard to protect it, it will swallow you. It will swallow all your companions and no one will survive. Please, listen to me and leave. Hearing this, our hero walks out. Lucas asks, Your Highness, did you find anything out? Were you able to convince Margaret Cross? Our hero replies, no, I couldn't convince him, but I did receive a gift from him, though I don't know what kind. Something terrible must have happened to him, which is why he refuses to help us. But one thing is certain, we won't give up. Until I bring Margaret Cross to our side, I'll stay right here. If by the 9th day, when the second battle begins, he still hasn't changed his mind, then I'll give up. Until then, I'll stay and keep trying to persuade him. Lucas, stay with me. Lucas replies, all right, I understand. Both of them stay there. We're shown the list of monsters our hero must defeat in Stage 2. A massive rat monster whose level hasn't been decided yet, followed by 3,200 rat monsters. The scene shifts to the Cross City Fortress, where our hero arrives to inspect the damage. We see that the huge sword has already been broken and knocked down to the ground. An artisan explains, Your Highness, we've prepared the wall, but it's not fully complete yet. There's still a lot of work left. We broke the sword and left the broken pieces outside. Should we clear those away too? Our hero says, no, leave them. They can serve as excellent traps for the rats. Those broken pieces stick out like spikes, so the rats will die faster. We can use that to our advantage. Then our hero asks, tell me, how many days will it take to fully repair this wall? The artisan replies, at least 10 days. Our hero thinks, damn it, we only have 1 week left, not a single extra day. If we can't repair this wall in a week, we're in serious trouble. He looks at the status window and sees that he'll have to fight 3 giant rat boss monsters, followed by more than 3,000 giant rat monsters. Our hero thinks, how is this even possible? When I went to the Lake Kingdom, were there really 3,000 rat monsters waiting there? I only killed about 14 or 15. That means a huge number of monsters were still hiding down there, and now they're coming up. No matter what, I have to get these fortress walls repaired or we're doomed. In a cold, commanding tone, our hero tells the artisan, no matter what happens, I need this wall repaired within 1 week. Understand? If it's not done, things won't end well. In his heart, our hero apologizes to the artisan. I'm sorry, I know this is difficult and it'll require extreme hard work, but we don't have any other choice. The artisan says, I understand, Your Highness. Our hero adds, you have to do it. Then he says to everyone, stay strong and stay alert. We're trying to save this world. No matter what, we have to fix this fortress." After that, our hero explains his daily routine. Every morning, he inspects the fortress walls and checks how much repair work has been completed. During the day, he prepares everything needed for the upcoming war. At night, he goes and drinks with Margrave Cross. But during those drinks, Cross never talks. He just drinks silently all night. After several days, the defense wall is finally fully repaired. Meanwhile, our hero's stomach is in terrible shape. He's vomiting every day from drinking such strong liquor night after night. After 3 days of non-stop hard work and endless drinking, Margaret Cross finally speaks to our hero. The first thing he asks is, "Have you ever loved someone in your life?" Our hero thinks, "Love? I've never loved anyone." Cross asks again, "Tell me, have you ever loved someone? Anyone in this world?" Our hero starts thinking, "Love? Let me think. In my previous life, back on Earth, I was always alone. I was alone since childhood. No one was ever with me. I grew up like that. Later, I started live streaming. As my streams grew, my followers increased. I met many good people. They started loving me and leaving comments." We see comments from his followers. One says, "I love you, streamer. I'll do anything you say. Let's do a challenge." Another says, "Do you need money? Look, I'm sending you 1 million right now. I really love you." Another says, "You didn't complete the challenge, so now you have to do what you promised. Come on, dance for us." Those comments keep flashing in his mind. Then he realizes, no, that's not it. They loved me, but I didn't love them. Our hero finally answers, "No, I've never loved anyone in my life." Margaret Cross then says, "Oh, hearing this from your mouth makes me feel really sad. A young man like you has never loved anyone in his entire life." Hearing that, our hero replies, "What do you even know about love, old man? Have you ever loved anyone? You just sit here and drink all day. Do you think you're some kind of Cupid who understands love?" Hearing this, Margrave Cross starts laughing and says, "Yes, I did love someone. My one and only wife, the first person I ever loved in my life, and also my last love. But 3 years ago, she passed away." He then asks, "Do you know her story?" Our hero asks, "What story?" At that moment, Margrave Cross begins telling his past. "Many years ago, when I was the lord of this place, monster invasions had completely stopped. No monsters attacked anymore. Because of that, the entire financial system of this region depended on monostones taken from monsters. But when the monsters disappeared, our income vanished too. The finances of this land kept falling lower and lower. My wife suggested something. She said that in the southern area of Crossroad, the land was extremely fertile, perfect for farming. If we started farming there, we could stabilize the economy again. I thought she was right. So first we inspected the land. Then we started farming there. As rumors spread, people from other places began to arrive. Refugees came and joined us in farming. In just a short time, we had an excellent harvest. In my southern villa, we started small-scale farming. My wife planted grapevines there. We dried the grapes and made preserved fruit. When she fed me the first grape with her own hands, it tasted amazing. Yes, it was sour, but to me, it was the sweetest grape in the world, because she had grown it herself and fed it to me. We believed that this land would now survive on farming alone, that we would never have to fight monsters again. But happiness never lasts. After 2 years of farming, when everything was finally settled, we received news that monsters were attacking the outer fortress of Crossroad City. I had no choice but to return to the fortress. My wife waved goodbye to me with a smile on her face. She told me to be careful and to take care of myself. But when I reached the fortress, I discovered the truth. The monsters had split into 2 groups. One group was attacking the fortress, and the other was attacking my farmland, my home. I had to choose. Should I go save my wife, or should I protect the fortress in Crossroad City? If the monsters broke into the fortress, countless people would die. But if I didn't go to my wife, I would lose her forever. So tell me, what should I have chosen? And what do you think I chose? Our hero replies, "Of course, you chose Crossroad City." Margrave Cross nods and says, "Yes, you're right. I chose Crossroad City. I killed every monster attacking the fortress. We used all the cannons. We wiped them out at the gates and drove them away. But after 2 hours of nonstop fighting, when I finally returned home, I saw nothing but devastation. Every single person there had been torn apart by monsters. Not a single body was intact. I had to bury an empty grave for my wife. There were no remains, no bones, nothing. Everywhere I looked, there were only corpses. I kept asking myself, what mistake did I make? Was the fortress not strong enough? Was my defense system flawed? Where did I go wrong? But in the end, I realized the truth. The mistake was mine. My wife died because of me. If I had chosen her over this country, she would still be alive. My only love would still be alive today. But I chose the country and let my wife die. When my daughter learned the truth, she was furious with me. She couldn't forgive me for not saving her mother. Because of that, she left this place. She walked away and never came back. So tell me, what do I have left? Nothing. Nothing except protecting this city. But even this city means nothing to me anymore. So what should I have done? After retiring, I became an old drunk. I couldn't do anything else. I lost everyone. That's why you know what this city is called, right? Our hero answers, yes, the grave of the dead. Margrave Cross says, exactly. And do you know why it's called that? Because this city always asks its lord a question. It always gives its ruler a challenge. One day you will be forced to choose between the people you love most and this city. So tell me, Your Highness, what will you choose? Will you choose your loved ones? Or will you choose this city and let your loved ones die? Hearing this, our hero starts thinking, these words, they sound like a prophecy, like this is something I'll have to face myself someday. But fine, let it come, I'll handle it. Then Margrave Cross continues, look, I've already lost everything. The only person I had left was my daughter. That's why I sent her away, to study at another imperial palace, far from this place. Our hero asks, is that why you let your daughter go? You didn't stop her? Margrave Cross replies, yes, at least I managed to save my daughter. I won't let her live in this cursed land. I want to keep her as far away from this place as possible. Your Highness, I've already protected this city as much as I could. I have no strength left, no will left. I don't want to protect this city anymore. I just want to stop. Our hero thinks to himself, I can see it in this old man's eyes, his regrets, his sorrow, his pain. He doesn't want to lose anything else. I can't expect anything more from him. Margrave Cross then says his final words, when the time comes and you are forced to choose between your family, your loved ones, and this city, choose wisely. Think carefully about what you choose. With that, our hero leaves. 5 days pass. Only 2 days remain before the war begins. The fortress walls are now fully repaired. All the traps have been set. Our hero arrives carrying breakfast for the soldiers preparing the fortress. He says, all right, breakfast is here. Let's eat. There is bread and butter, and when the soldiers see it, they become extremely happy. Wow, food is here. Let's eat and take a short rest, they say as they gather around. Some of the soldiers then ask, Your Highness, why didn't you bring alcohol? We wanted that too. Our hero replies, you idiots, shut up. Eat quickly and get back to work. Right there, our hero asks the artisan, so tell me, how is the repair work going? The artisan answers, Your Highness, thanks to the help of your soldiers, the repairs are almost complete. Within 2 more days, everything will be fully finished. Hearing this, our hero says, is that so? Then fine. Has the time finally come to install that thing? The artifact? At that moment, the alchemist steps forward and says, yes, Your Highness, we should install it now. Then we are shown the dungeon reward that our hero had obtained earlier. Our hero explains that this reward cannot be used directly. An alchemist must first decode it to reveal what kind of reward is hidden inside. Only then can it be used properly. This alchemist had already decoded the reward yesterday. Now it was ready to be used. The alchemist activates the reward, and the system window appears, asking, do you want to use this reward, the defense automatic turret? Our hero replies, yes, of course. Immediately, the system window announces, Player Ash, you have obtained a new skill, automatic defense turret. To create it, a certain amount of stone is required. Our hero has those stones collected and says, yes, this will be enough. Then he adds another item to it, a mana orb that he had obtained from an R-rank chest. After installing the mana orb, the turret becomes far more dangerous and powerful. The system window then asks him to select a location where he wants to build the turret. Our hero looks at the map on the desk and selects the spot. The moment he confirms it, all the materials and mana stones begin to assemble, and the automatic defense turret starts forming. Soon, a massive turret is completed, standing there in all its glory. Seeing this, the alchemist says in awe, wow, this is truly a creation of the gods. It looks incredible. You know, this technology disappeared more than 100 years ago. I can't believe we've rediscovered it. Our hero replies, you're right. It looks amazing here. Because of this, we've become even stronger. Then he adds, thank you to everyone who worked so hard to make this possible.